Swear this world is getting real crazy. Man, they killing my folks. Man, they hurting my people on the daily. Bringing back Jim Crow, man, out in the world. Am I a citizen? Man, out in the world. Am I a citizen? What's good? Welcome back to another episode of King's Table. As always, your man, King City, in the building. Bang, though.
What's good?
Hey, man, how was your week, man?
Great.
Great? Just great?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I'm breathing. I can't complain. I mean, everything happened. I mean, what can I say? I mean, it's nothing to complain about. I'm here. I got another opportunity to better myself. If I don't like what if I don't like the stage that I was at yesterday, I mean, I got an opportunity today to go forward. So,
yeah.
I mean, ain't nothing to complain about.
I would say that this week was what I would call a better week within all the madness. You know what I mean? It's always something, but this one had a lighter feel to it. You know what I mean? So it let you deal with the bullshit, you know, in a different way. Okay. Know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of bullshit. You know me, so I'm always looking at the news. I'm looking at the shit that's going on in the black community and all that. Plus, I've got real life going on. Know what I'm saying? But my real life was so at ease that it let me see other things like, you know what I mean?
On the outside of that shit. Like, what's really going on out here in the world?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucked up right now. To be honest. It's a lot of shit going on right now.
Yeah.
And a lot of shit they don't talk about. I guess they don't want nobody to panic. That's what you want to say. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, yeah, I guess panic and they're just some liars. Know what I mean,
you know how these people are. I mean, that's just what it is. They use these little tactics they bring up bullshit news like Donald Trump, some dumb shit he just said, or they're trying to confuse you with they'll just throw anything out there that's not important of what's going on right now.
To give
you know what I mean? Things that the American people need to hear and need to know about, they don't tell you that. They try to use a celebrity death or incident with a celebrity that's going on that's not even that serious, that happens out here to normal people every day. They try to use that to distract people. And these people today is easy to distract anyway. So
Facts.
If you ask me,
Facts.
Motherfuckers can look at a post on Facebook and just go off of that and just be like, all right, this is how life's supposed to be. Because Mike said it.
Facts.
And 200 people liked it. So Mike said it, that's how it's supposed to be. You know what I mean?
Facts.
A lot of people.
I think we're easily distracted because they got us to buy into the, you know, you got to be in the now. I mean, if you're not, you're a lame. I mean, so the cars that most people got, you got to be into that. What people are talking about, you got to be into that. I mean, shoes. I mean, you got to pick a side when it comes to what everybody is. It's corny.
Like a lot of people don't know how to be themselves.
Yeah, but it gives them the opportunity to do whatever the fuck they wanted to do. You know what I mean? Right under our noses because we too damn distracted. We got too much shit going on. You know what I mean? And it's like, for one, I look at it like when you run in the government. Now, I never ran the government, but I would have to say that I would think that on one hand, I kind of get it. If you gonna say that you are the supreme power, it shouldn't be that way. It should be the people. But they're not running it like that. They're running supreme power. So if you look at it that way, they're going to do that. It's us that need to stop because they're going to distract us and do that because that's the whole giddy up is to keep you down there and making them rich. Because if they stopped and they really heard the shit that we talking about, it would crumble what they really stand on with their principles. I mean, it wouldn't really work. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I get why the fuck they do it because they some greedy bastards. But when we gone...
Yeah, it's all a distraction.
Yeah.
Just like they use that smoke to distract us, and you notice you don't hear nothing about it no more. It just vanished.
Yeah.
Who put the fire out? If the fire, if it was big as of a fire where you got smoke coming to Southern Maryland from fucking Canada, if y'all put the fire out successfully, why wasn't it on the news and plastered all over the news?
That's what I'm saying. Because we done seen so many California fires. You see the videos of the fire. Number one, we didn't really see no videos of fires. We see the video of the attempts of the, putting it out. So we ain't really get none
It was
of
all
that.
the distraction of putting that smoke out there. So that they had to have a reason of why that smoke was in the air.
It seemed like
So they
that, right?
came up with a dumbass excuse like, oh, it was Canada's fire and it was a
That's what it seemed like.
And then you had the dummies that believe the shit. I ain't believe it from the day I seen the shit. I know it was bullshit. But who am I?
See, I ain't gonna say I didn't believe from the jump because I didn't. I mean, I ain't never I never lived through a fire of that magnitude. So at first I was more like, huh. I mean, that's what
you know why I ain't believe it? Because California has shit like that all the time.
Yeah.
And you never heard no fucking other states and down south of Texas and
you
nobody
hear,
talking about they seeing smoke coming from California and shit like that.
No, you do hear of other ones saying they see smoke and things of that nature, but it just don't be on that magnitude. And we see the process of the fire. You see it getting put out. But you do hear other places, it's just not.
We could just see how they pushed this shit and try to make it seem bigger than what it was. It was all a fucking distraction.
It's a lot of distractions going on.
It was a distraction. Because where the fuck is the smoke at? Day 2, the smoke gone. Day 2, the smoke gone. They ain't talking about it no more. Nobody's talking. Just like I told everybody about coronavirus. And everybody was panicking, running, getting these shots that the government threatening me with. Talking about, if you don't come get this shot, then you can't work here. Motherfucker, well, fuck you and this job.
I was told that.
That's how I felt about it.
I was told that once you start seeing things happen to everybody, that's when you pay attention.
But just think about it.
Things are happening to a collective of people, that's when you pay attention.
But just think about it. Why are we not talking about that anymore?
They achieved their goal.
Exactly, just like the smoke.
They achieved their goal. They got us to give up our freedom to be like, you have to do this in order. When I was born, like, I mean, I popped out of my mom's dukes. You can't tell me what to put in this right here. Like that, if one thing, okay, I gotta abide by your laws and this, and that. If one thing I can control is this body, like one thing, like when I say I have my views on transgender and gay and this and that, but I can't tell them what to do.
Right.
I can have my opinion, but that's theirs. Like, so that's why I was like, nah, I'm not. You telling everybody to do it? Nah, my antennas is up.
That's why when they told everybody y'all got to lock in, I was still outside.
Well, I'm in the profession where me and my old lady, we ain't shut down
because I felt like this. You not gonna make me stay the fuck in the house. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we not in jail. It's not no law saying I gotta stay in my house. Who the fuck are y'all to tell me I gotta stay in my house?
Now, if like again, when you're talking about the government, they can tell you to stay in the fucking house. They can. They can. Because at the end of the day, this is their shit. We not seeing it that way. I mean, even though us as the people is more of us than politicians, if we understand that we can just, if today, it sounds retarded, but if today we was like, we ain't going to do X, Y, and Z, nothing they can do about it for real. Because what are they going to do? Lock millions of people up? Who's going to make their money? Right. So that wouldn't work. But in the sense of government, yeah, they have the power. Because we're scared of their laws and we're scared of their consequences that they say, if you do this, if you do that. So we do a lot of shit that we don't want to do, but they say we got to.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Mind control.
Mind control.
That's exactly what it is.
Like a motherfucker.
That shit is.
Like a motherfucker.
Social media got motherfuckers brainwashed, fucking brainwashed. I was telling somebody the other day, I said, if you're not selling clothes, selling shoes, got a food business, got something going for yourself, why the fuck are you on Facebook? If you're just a regular person working at Subway, why the fuck are you on Facebook every day scrolling? Yeah. Like, what the fuck is more to life? What is you doing on Facebook every day that you scrolling and you posting pictures of your personal life? If you don't have no business, no nothing.
Why? I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I don't understand, like, people be hooked to being a consumer. Know what I mean? Just like, not get it. Know what I mean? Entertainment. We all have our vices. I mean, you might play the game, you might go basketball, you might do whatever, but don't let that become you. Right. I mean, you play the game sometimes. You go play hoop sometimes. But if you just in the other world, because that's what social media it is, it's a no other place. If you're just in there all day, what do you do for yourself? What do you really do for yourself? Right. It's like, nah, I be damned.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. I would be bored.
You didn't spend your whole day
if I didn't have
shit tick.
if I didn't have the radio, the music, or none of that shit, and I was just a regular person that's just had a social media, I would be bored to be on there for hours and hours of the day just scrolling, looking at everybody else's fucking life.
Yeah.
What's the point?
What is the point?
I don't get it.
You're not going to get nothing out of it, but that's why I say they're good at control. They put it there for that reason. Now, I mean, not saying when it was created, you know, that's what it was for. But you know, America, they're going to use a way to get what they want.
Right.
Now, I mean, I don't think when Mark Zuckerberg first started this shit in his little dorm room at wherever he was at, this was the goal. It was more of a communication thing, get do this and that. Now, when they start throwing this big money at them and talking about we can use it in this way and that way, hey, antennas go up and ain't like, shit, why not? And what you going to tell the government? No?
Right. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, we was having this talk. I was talking to my wife yesterday. And I was like, look how easy social media made it easy for you to find a person. Like a person, they can't even hide from anybody anymore. Right. Because you can go on social media and find the mama, the father, where they stay at, where they work at, the friends that they socialize with, all that shit. Because Facebook got a design where you can only add the ones you know. How the fuck do you know if I know this person or not?
They'll ask you.
How are you gonna tell me if I know this?
Yeah, they'll ask you, like, are you sure you know? Like what you mean?
Like, what do you mean? Yeah. Like, because they know that you don't know that motherfucker.
It's not that they don't know. They just
that's how I
so
feel
much
like,
into that world, they feel like they seen you more than you seen. Like, we don't really, knowing people these days is, they be like, yeah, I know that person. You never seen them before. But you didn't follow them and been around them some more and commented on their shit for so long you feel like you know them. You don't really
social
know
media
them.
friends.
You
know them from social
media.
But
that's a whole nother world, though.
Right.
Now, I mean, in the real world, for real, most people are just at the house.
Mm-hmm.
On their bed. I mean, bored is a bitch for real. They're having a ball in their head because of this, what they looking at on their phone. But for real, they not, if you zoom out, they're not doing nothing but just sitting there. On the couch, doing like this. Now, I mean, they're not really, you know what I mean? It's all bullshit, but we don't realize that we got to jump out of that. I mean, because I got advice too. I play games on my phone, but at the same time, it's like it got me just sitting here for real. Ain't really doing what I'm really supposed to do.
Think about it, like 3 hours to went by.
Yeah.
And you was sitting there on your phone,
fucking
lost, stuck. Like, you ever had them times where you just be on your phone stuck and like 2-3 hours go by the time you look around, you like, what the fuck? I ain't know it was this time. That shit, mind control, man. Yeah. And it's crazy because that new generation of kids, they got it the fucking worst. Yeah. The ones that ain't grow up like we grew up because we went outside and played.
But it's our fault.
Yeah, it is.
Because we allowed them to take parental control.
We definitely did. Them iPads.
Now,
it's a motherfucker.
Yeah, when you have...
In the household right now.
You have... In the house, you had discipline and shit. Then you had the government say, well, you can't do that. We would discipline your child. You can't. So then they took that. Now the kid has no fear in the household. I don't mean you need to fear. They have to fear you like you're going to fuck them up. But they need to know that there's a right and a wrong. They don't have that in the household no more. Now they going into another world on the internet. Now, I mean, where they're seeing all these things of teachings of them what they're supposed to be right and you could be doing this. And then you as a parent, you be like, no, you don't do that. You don't do this. Now you have people bashing you and say they're expressing themselves. So you can't be a parent that way either. And we just lost all parental control and we just pretty much gave them away. And be like, y'all, they're going to do what y'all want them to do.
Yeah, I agree.
And be like, damn, these kids ain't got a chance. They don't, but we gave it away. Instead of speaking up, because it's more of us to speaking up and be like, yo, we ain't playing that. This is our household. You can't tell us what to do with our children. This is what, I mean, we don't speak up for ourselves.
Right.
We just go along and say, well, it's a law now.
That shit is sad. Speaking to the new generation, y'all need to go back in time when I was coming up, when you got your ass beat. When the neighbor whoop your ass, another older person outside will whoop your ass and tell your mama they whooped your ass, and your mama gonna whoop your ass. Because that's how the fuck it went. See, I grew up in the household, I had both parents. You feel what I'm saying? So my dad whooped my ass too, and my mama whooped my ass. You feel what I'm saying? Thank God I had both of that shit. If I ain't had that at the time, my grandmama whooped my ass or my grandfather whooped my ass. It just went down the line.
Because, man, you need some form of discipline.
Yeah, these kids don't have it now,
discipline.
Man.
You can't just be like where they're free, and if they feel like the internet where have told these children that if your parent steps up and be a parent, they're the wrong ones. They're not listening to you. You're not like, what type? That's backwards as fuck. Like, you have kids making adult decisions. You know what I mean? They be like, well, my child said that he feels like he's this or he's just like, yo, he don't even know nothing about the world right now. He don't even know the full shit of his dick for real. Let's just be real.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't experiencing nothing.
Social media.
You can't have this child making an adult decision, but if you don't, you're not listening to the child. Hey, he don't know no better right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm here for.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? You'll have people will protect their puppies better. Because they'll have a puppy go do some dumb shit. You'll save them.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know that puppy don't know no better.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I mean? But you won't just let them run in the street and be like, well, that's what he wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what we do with our kids. We just let them, hey. I'm like, that. Come on, man. This is ass backwards.
Right.
We gave away our control.
Right. I agree with that 100%.
It's some bullshit.
Take them damn iPads away. Throw them in the trash.
Or at least
They took cursive out of school. How the fuck can you sign your John Hancock on anything? How are these kids gonna know how to sign a signature on anything?
well, my signature ain't even based off of where's cursive, but you know what I mean? It's just the first letter and the last letter and the rest.
Yeah,
of
but
that.
like, just think about it. When they say sign your signature, and they be like, "Well, I never was taught cursive. I don't know how to write cursive." Like, what the fuck?
Because you got to think about it though. What they gonna be writing on? They typing. It's a different time. Paper for what? They typing.
Dumb as shit. Technology has made motherfuckers dumb as shit.
It's like it's one of them things we kind of used to say, like save the trees with the books and all that. They took that and
I don't understand how these kids learn in school. They got fucking iPhones and iPads and shit. We ain't had that shit in fucking school. That's a big distraction.
yeah.
So how
If
the
you
fuck
let
are they
it be.
even learning? But just think about it. The parents ain't in the school with these kids. You got kids macing the fucking teachers now and fighting the teachers now. So just
You
think
said
about
a
it.
kid maced the teacher.
Macing the fucking teachers because the teacher took the girl phone, so she maced them.
I think I heard about that in the
The same
motherfucking
joint
parents-
Smoke was talking about.
Yeah, and the parents
Yeah.
was saying that the child
Say,
was right. That
say the
shit.
child was right because he shouldn't have took her phone. Are you fucking serious? Why is she on the phone in the school?
And that comes from parents that you can't parent these kids like.
And then you know what's sad? It's coming from the same parents that know better.
Yeah.
Like, you should know better. We didn't have that shit. Come
that,
on, bro.
They get that thing in their head where like, I'm not gonna raise my kids like my parents did because they was too strict. And they were going, no, they would look where you are today, man. It was for a reason. Now, I mean, don't say I'm gonna get my kid and just let him do anything because when I didn't get my way, I was mad in the room. You were supposed to be mad.
Right.
Now, I mean, but
That's
you didn't go out
great.
there and get hurt. You didn't go out there and do that. I'll take the little mad at me. I don't care what my kid is mad at me.
Mm-hmm.
If I got to tell my child, my daughter no or something like that and I got to say no, and they walk in the room
Exactly.
and they
Especially
mad,
if it's
it
something
don't
that can
matter
help
to me.
their fucking future.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Who cares? That's how you gotta look at it.
They just
You
gonna be mad.
saving them at the end of the day.
At the
I
end of the day.
guarantee you that should have paid off in the future.
Yeah, they'll realize it later.
They just mad for the moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
But,
So,
but nowadays, it's like, you know, they tell you can't do that. You a bad parent, which I don't care what they tell me. I don't give a fuck if you put 1 million comments underneath my shit. So you can't. Who cares? Come here and stop me from raising mine the way I want to. That's how I feel.
yeah, it's crazy. And so many fucking rules and fucking
Why?
social media got everybody brainwashed and living by rules, and you gotta live like this or like these. Like it's, I'm glad I don't fall in that category with a lot of you motherfuckers, man. But y'all, a lot of you brainwashed and don't even know you brainwashed.
For the
Like one person do a trend, everybody gotta do a trend.
mm-hmm.
That crate challenge that the black folks did, that was the dumbest shit I ever seen us black folks even try to. Y'all can't come together for nothing positive, but y'all come together to do some fucking dumbass crate challenge. And half of you ain't had insurance.
is the attention.
You crawling on a fucking crate.
Yeah, half of you ain't got insurance.
Ain't had fucking insurance, not a near bit of fucking insurance, but you crawling on a fucking crate.
Is the
Like, instead of taking that shit, that energy to put towards that, to have everybody around the fucking world doing that shit, you could have put that towards something positive.
but what are the positive examples that we see? The thing in our communities on a whole, not saying that there's no positive things happening because it is, but that's not the things that shined on. That's not the things that people talk about. So the ignorance, the turning up, and all that, that's what's popping. That's what everybody see. So that's what people do. Now, if you show more positive shit, people would do it because it's cool. We have this thing for being in the group. Know what I mean? Let's just make the group do something different. Because drinking and all that is doing nothing for our community whatsoever. I mean, not saying just stop drinking, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like
just
that's not that shouldn't
Promoting
be,
that shit shouldn't
yeah,
be
that
the
shouldn't
main,
be our main thing. When we think of fun, you think of turning up that way. That's the only thing you picture when you're about to have fun tonight. Like, what type of shit is that? Like, why couldn't it have been something different?
Yeah, you right.
Like,
Definitely right.
but-
It wouldn't be no party without it, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't, but yeah, but it is though. It's just that that's not all. What we know is
Yeah,
that
you're
is
right.
the party.
Cause that would be weird, nigga. Man, come over here, man. We gonna play cards and bake some cakes. We ain't got no liquor, no nothing. We just gonna bake some cakes. You ain't going to that shit, man. Come on,
Wait a minute. Why the fuck would the nigga say
I'm
come
just
over here
saying,
and
just
bake
have a party without no drugs, no nothing. Man, we come over, we gonna bake some cakes and play cards. We ain't got
we ain't
none of
about to
that
go over
over
there
here.
and bake no cakes, but
Like,
we
come
could-
on, cuz.
That
You
was
gotta
a
find
crazy ass
something to fit
example.
in there. You gotta put something in there. Something got to substitute the alcohol and the marijuana, man.
Being baking no cakes, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I
like
feel what you're saying.
being in a group of. We just need to change what we see in our community. If we change what we see in our community, I mean, things will turn out for the better. But just stop falling for all the distractions, like you were saying. Like
Yep,
the distractions will
definitely.
get us.
Like a lot of shit, like people don't even know. Like Facebook, like if you see something, what's that dumbass girl that was on it that came out with that song? They sized her up, the white girl. I forgot her name. I think a label actually signed her ass. She came up with some dumbass song on TikTok and became popular with her.
From the girl from Dr. Phil?
No, it wasn't her because she actually was successful. Became
know that.
successful. But I'm talking about the other, it was somewhere, I forgot her name or whatever, but she became popular on TikTok. But I seen a lot of people complain about the shit. Like, oh, how she become big? Y'all need to stop promoting this shit. Why are you sharing it?
Yeah.
You dummy. Every time you
just
sharing it, you promoting it.
Mhm.
If people realize if you ignore shit that they put on the internet to try to, it'll dead it.
It will.
All you gotta do is don't share it, don't like it, don't pay it no mind, just ignore it. The shit'll fade away.
The easiest way to ignore things on the internet is go live your goddamn life and get off the internet.
That too.
That's the easiest way.
That too.
You wouldn't know about none of this stupid ass ignorant shit if you was out there living your life, chasing your actual dream.
Right.
If you want something to happen on the internet, let people watch you succeed.
Mm-hmm.
But you watching other people day in and day out just why?
And then arguing with them in the comments. Girl, you know better. I don't know why the fuck you. This person don't even know who you are.
It's all
Yeah, don't even know who you are.
it's all bullshit, man. It's all bullshit. But you can't.
It's a big ass distraction. And go back
It
to that,
is.
to everything that's going on in this world right now. If people actually took the time to see what the fuck was really going on, some people have an anxiety attack, panic attack. People lose their mind out here.
Shit, the environment is in shambles.
People don't see the weather.
That's what I'm saying. The
You
environment
don't see how
is in
effed up the
shambles.
weather is right. It's fucking June and I'm still wearing hoodies at night. Like, let's be for real. Like, it's so fucked up. Like, man, it's not right.
Like on the East Coast right now,
it's fucked
this
up.
next week, just look at the weather.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm watching some shit last night, and I'm like, damn, it's gonna be somewhere where it's gonna be to where we're gonna experience the coldest it's been around this time and the hottest it's been around this time during the same period.
All at one time.
All at one time.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
People ain't paying attention to stuff like that.
That
Like,
make you think back where, and I'm not even into the Bible, and I'm not no holy person, but that make you think back to the Book of Revelation when they was talking about you're not even gonna be able to tell by the season. Only way you're gonna be able to tell by the season is the bud on the trees, is the leaves on the trees. You ain't gonna be able to tell by the weather because it's gonna be so jacked up. We experiencing that now,
so
for real.
I like how you brought up. You know we about to make a switch. You didn't bring up religion.
I'm just being honest, like
So
man, like
so when it
make you
comes to
think.
religion, and you know I like these conversations, but the Book of Revelations, I get it, and I get the sense of what they're saying. It's like a good.
I think that's the realest part in the Bible.
The realest.
The realest part of the Bible is the Book of Revelation. Out of everything they rewrote in that motherfucker, that's the realest shit in there. It's happening right now.
But we always been saying that. Like, put like this. In
Man.
1992, there was a person that was sitting across the table from a person just like me and you're doing. Say it's happening right now.
I don't know.
Man, stop, man. People, we hear this every year. We hear this every year. Somebody
I
say, man,
can't
it's
say
happening
that.
right now.
I'm
Not
telling
saying
you,
I don't believe
that
in
book
the,
is fulfilling. It ain't never say
It is.
It ain't never say how long it was gonna take for that to end, that process to end. But it said that process was gonna happen, and it's happening right now. We don't know when that
But
process.
if I can guess that the end of the world is going to happen, eventually I'll be right too.
I mean,
Eventually.
yeah. If you say yeah, it's gonna end.
So, I mean, I guess.
I don't know when, but it's gonna end.
Yeah,
you-
I'm just saying.
I mean, yeah, you right. You definitely right. I can't even argue that one right there. That shit makes you think, man, the weather's fucked up.
It
People
is.
is fucked up. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that coronavirus shit, when they made everybody lock inside, that shit put a lot of shit on. It fucked a lot of people up. Financially wise, it fucked a lot of people up. Mentally wise, it fucked a lot of shit up.
Yeah.
Just think about it. Before that, shit wasn't 100%, but it was good. After that shit never been the same after that. Shit never been. Walmart don't even open up. Walmart used to be 24 hours. What happened to that?
Yeah.
It ain't been 24 hours since coronavirus.
Yeah.
They open up at a certain time. They close at 11:30. That shit locked the fuck down. 11 o'clock.
And then they make you work for them.
That's crazy.
Business is a motherfucker.
And then they still run all night because you got people in they stocking shelves and doing shit. So the shit still open 24 hours. Still people moving 24 hours.
I think when the coronavirus shit happened and they set people down, it made people look at themselves. And that's when that depression thing became, like, I ain't gonna say popular, like, people were depressed, but you get what I'm saying? Like, they start marketing on commercials and everything. It's because you made somebody sit down and actually look at their damn self. They couldn't blame everybody no more. Now, I mean, you're not around them people that you was blaming. It's just you.
You stuck.
Now, I mean, now look at yourself and see what the hell you did to yourself.
That was I ain't gonna lie, it was a crazy time right there. That shit was a crazy time right there. And I was telling people on Facebook, for the ones that know, I was telling people before this shit even hit what was gonna happen. Wasn't I right? I said it. I ain't no fucking no. I mean, I'm smart enough to know. I mean, God gave us the knowledge to know and to understand. We know. You know what you know. Yeah. Don't second guess yourself and be like, well, nah, it can't be. Nah, that's what it is. You feel what I'm saying? I knew this shit was gonna happen like this. And I knew that, and just like I told everybody, watching the shit gonna fade away, you ain't gonna hear about it no more, and they gonna stop talking about it, and boom.
That's the only way I said that, because it was like that was crazy. The only way that it was going to end the conversation, because they could have never said that, hey, the shot cured coronavirus. They could never say that because not everybody took it. So I'm like, well, the only other way to stop talking about it is just to stop talking about it. They're just going to fizzle it down. But just
look what that distraction. That was a distraction, and look what that was for. I was doing the Freddie Gray shit and the riots and the shit being painted Black Lives Matter being painted everywhere. That was around the time before that.
Yeah, yeah.
They knew it was getting out of control when they started seeing paintings overseas that say Black Lives Matter. They're like, all right, they trying to take over the world. So what can we do to stop this shit?
But what would it take for us?
We're gonna use a scare tactics, coronavirus, but make them stay inside.
But when it comes down, that is a fact. I think, I'm not going to say that's
I know that's what happened.
But I see that being a possibility. But at the same time, I see it like, why do we continue to let them stop our progress?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Every time we get on this upward thrust to do something better for us, know what I mean, they'll throw a little something in there to fuck it up, and they'll, know what I mean, but we just completely stop.
We always let some bullshit distract us.
We'll stop.
Right.
Why do we stop every time? Like, why not continue to thrive?
No matter what, I feel what you're saying, because I feel like that too. No matter what the fuck going on around us, keep going, keep pushing 100% like we was pushing before this shit even came up.
That's what life is.
What we should have did was ignored that shit when they was throwing that shit out there and kept doing what the fuck we was doing. Spray paint Black Lives Matter everywhere and still protesting.
We can still do that today.
We can still do that
right now.
We should have never took that pause.
Right.
Because I'm telling you, they knew what the fuck they was doing. That shit was a distraction. That shit was being painted. It was all over the news. That was the topic of everything. Black Lives Matter is being spray painted. Black Lives Matter and Black Lives. Them white folks got tired of seeing that shit, man.
I think that churches need to be more involved as well.
They don't.
But I know they don't. Well, I'm not.
Yeah, and I agree with that too.
A lot of them don't.
A lot of them don't.
But I think they should be, because that's when you get into people on their most. They're coming to you for whatever that is that they're going through. You know what I mean? They're coming to you for that word to say that things will be better than what it is. And I got something to live for. Now, you being in this America, you see what's really not, okay, I get it, the Bible and all that, and God is going to do this on the other side. I get all of that. But right now, in their present, while they're going through what they're going through, you see what's really holding them down. Why not talk about the reality? Now, I mean, I get this is going to happen. You walk like this and live by that, and it's going to happen over there. I get that. But once you got in your car and you drove down the block, it's because the government ain't give a fuck about them homeless people right there. It's because this neighborhood got so many goddamn guns in it. It's because these kids over here is lacking in the books in the school. It's because of that. Why not talk about that? You got all these people congregated right now. Speak it up. Do something about it when they all in your presence. But for some reason, it's all about, well, God is going to take care of it. Well, I'm not waiting for God to do that. Matter of fact, God probably put me here to say that, nigga, let's go do that, if that's the case. But let's just keep talking about we're waiting for him. What he gave us you to tell us, but you ain't.
That's just
doing
like
it.
that pastor, what's his name? Joel Osteen or whatever his name is.
Ooh, Lord.
When they had that big-ass flood down there and them people was trying to come in his church, he was like, I'm not opening my doors. I'm like, come on, cuz. You got a fucking
Mega church.
A mega church.
Goddamn stadium almost
A
like.
damn football stadium.
Yeah, like come on, man.
And you couldn't bring 15, 20 people in there, let them lay on your floor.
More than that, but I don't give a damn.
You could have
like,
brought some sleeping bags to church. I know you'd have raised enough money for the church. You could have got everybody a sleeping bag. You could have opened the kitchen up downstairs. They had them cook some food for these people and let these people stay in here. But you a man of God. That's why when I was younger, I had family members that I grew up in the church. You know what I mean? I wasn't heavy into it because I always had my senses that this wasn't 100% where I wanted to be at. I always felt like that as a child. Like, yeah. You know what I mean? So as I got older and I seen how shit was, I was like, nah, cuz when I heard about the pastor sleeping with the wife, sleeping, I'm like, and then when I noticed that at the end of the day, I know when I got old enough to know that I don't have to go to church to reach God, that's when I stopped going.
I look at
you feel what I'm saying? Because I can talk to God and have my own ceremony in my own comfort space. I don't have to go to church and hear somebody else tell me and preach me the word of God and sit around. I don't have to do that.
That's how I am too. But I'm speaking up on the more of the, okay, whether the God is this and that and that, that's neither here nor there. But I'm saying the man that's in that building, that preacher, that woman, whoever it is, the deacon or whatever, why are they speaking of the real shit that's going on outside their door? Yeah, other than just call on him, he's gonna do it.
Now, don't get me wrong. There's a few pastors that's doing that.
It's a lot.
Because I see it's a couple of good ones, and they don't. And I like about them because they don't just all talk about God. They talking about reality.
Yeah, it's a lot.
What I'm saying, I like that.
I know one myself that's in my family, but at the same time, I became them little pockets. Not enough. You know what I mean? It's not enough, and they definitely ain't the real big ones. The big ones is mostly getting that money from the poor. You know what I'm saying? Like the poor coming in here on their worst, on their low. I mean, they facing eviction. They still came in here, try to hear a little word that give them that feeling like it's going to be all right. They even took a little bit of their money that they already ain't got because they about to get evicted and give it to you. You can't, know what I mean? Like that type of shit, I'm like, nah, I ain't really with that shit.
It's crazy.
I ain't really with that.
That's why I told you I always had that. When my mom said, you take this $2 and you put it in the collection plate when we go on to church. You know what I used to do? Boop. $1, I'm going downstairs, hit the soda machine. You gonna get this whole $2.
Well, lady said I'm wrong. I say still to this day. Still to this day. You get $1 from me, cuz. I don't give a fuck if I got 10 Chris Hunters in my pocket.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't talk about mom until afterwards, but I was like, Mom, you used to give me that money. Go tell me put it on.
Unless it's a church that's helping out the community.
Yeah.
If you're a church that's helping out community, you open up your doors. You giving out plates on certain days.
I know some churches like that. I know some down in Southern. Man,
that's
good ass,
different.
Yeah, but good ass churches.
If you just robbing the poor, man, like I can't rock with that shit.
Like I know this one church right now. Shout outs to Cornerstone. They down. If don't nobody know what Cornerstone is, a church down there in St. Mary's County. Like they good people, good hearted people. You feel what I'm saying? And they don't just they go outside of the state. That's what I like about that church. They travel in different countries and help build other churches for people that ain't got the money to build their own church or can afford to build a church or have a spot to have church in. They go outside the country. Like they'll get a group of people from that church. They raise enough money and they'll fly to another country and they'll go help build up a church or build and preach the word of God in another country to the I
like that.
I respect that, man, because it ain't too many churches out here doing that.
I don't.
You feel what I'm saying?
I don't, man.
What don't you respect about it?
I don't respect a person that's, to me, I can see how it could be dope. I can see that. But at the same time, what I see is that country that you flew in and you brought your religion to, they didn't give a shit about it yesterday. You're pushing your shit on someone else because you can't. They're broke. You can just come in there and pose your will.
But these people are the same religion.
Same way I feel
but
like
these people don't
over
there
and building up schools.
But they not fine. That's not what they doing. These people are the same religion, but they don't have the money and afford to build their church, so they go over there and help them build up.
I was looking at it,
and they also do this too. They actually help kids that don't have nowhere to go, like homeless kids that's overseas and shit like that. They help them go to school and pass them through school and graduate and all that. They do all that.
So what the fuck is what they at?
Shout outs to Cornerstone.
Where they at right here?
You say where they at? Where?
On the soil.
They in a lot of stuff that I can't speak on because I don't know everything. They got their hands in a lot of stuff. They helping a lot of people. Okay. Yeah, they helping a lot of people.
I'm like,
and that's the only church that I know that's out like that. That's reached out like that.
But here on this soil, like like I was about to say, well, like with Oprah, like she doing all this and open up schools and shit over there. Because to me, it's like a big tax break and shit like that. And she getting the money on the back end. Where are the shits here? Do not go on TV and then make movies about the depression of black people and how we're down and this and that. If you won't put your dollars to help people here. I don't like people like Jay-Z. Love Jay-Z. Musically. Fuck Jay-Z as a human. Dead ass.
See, you ain't the only one that said that, because I know somebody else that told me that too. Said the same shit.
Dead ass.
Shit. I
like
agree.
Because I'm not with the whole nah is me thing. I don't care about that. Nigga, you gonna die with your legacy and your family might well have their whatever. Look at what you can do for the people of black people that we will no longer beg these fucks.
What you think about Tyler Perry?
I think that's dope what he's doing.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think that's dope what he's doing because he's putting in place for, not saying that Jay-Z don't hire black people, not saying he don't have this and that, but he's building up his brands just to sell his brands. And that's matter of fact, that's the quote of the year. You're supposed to build up, now I mean, to one day sell it. For what?
Right.
Ask them to sell theirs to you.
That's crazy. You're supposed to build it up so you can make it bigger for the future for your kids and then for their kids. You keep that shit in the fucking family, man.
Whatever the name of your company is, in the next 1,000 years, that shit's still there. They want to sell it.
That's the fucking problem.
I don't.
We had this conversation a couple of times. I was talking about a lot of black folks that they should get big and then they'll sell that shit. Somebody come to them and offer them a certain amount of money and they'll sell that shit. Are you crazy? For one, that'll make me want to keep my shit even more because I know I'm booming. You coming to me with all this money, I know I'm the shit now.
Yeah, but
I know I'm worth more than what you coming at me with. So now this is gonna make me go even harder.
We more of a.
How about you work for me? You offer me this money. How about I get up? We can work some business together. What you got? Let's work together. But I'm not selling.
Well, when you keep people down so much, man, we more of the let me show you what I have. Now I mean, not what I got right now, what I can go get. I mean, I got this money to go get this. Got the money to go get that. So just give me the money. They're not content with what they got already. They just got it. They was happy for a minute. I'll sell it.
Right.
Now I mean, just to show you that I got the money again. That's stupid. But we got to change the tempo, man. We're gonna get into. We went a little long on that one, but it's all good because I wanted to talk about relationships a little bit. Now I mean, so. And I want to talk about, we're going to play this track called Toxic. And the reason I want to bring this topic up because I feel like sometimes in a relationship, the one that you're with, male or female, wouldn't matter. And I mean, which role they're in this, I feel like they want you to lie just because they start crying. If I'm telling you the truth and what I'm saying, and it made you feel some type of way you're crying, I'm not going to change mine because you're crying now. But we'll talk about that on
That's a good one.
The other side. Now, I mean, we're going to get into this Toxic by Nalo and Wilt, man. Y'all go get that cognac from Scott, man. That was at the club and you was riding on the bitch and everything. I was fucking.
I don't want you, I need it. You don't want to be competing. Take a look at me, concede it. Get on one knee, not me, kid. I don't want you, I need it. You don't wanna be competing. Take a look at me, concede it. Get on one knee, not me, kid. Everything you really want and what you really need. Careful who is in your home, that's a den of thieves. They can leave you all alone, no one intervenes. We was on the same wave, left me in the stream. Thoughts of regret after getting that. Is this ever gonna change? I was spending checks. I will buy her Nikes, but I didn't check. If she really liked me, had me feeling vexed. If she didn't want me, what I'm feeling next is how you try to sun me, but I didn't sweat. You was on some Chung Lee, we would kick it at your sis crib, but one thing, it was just a test. Couldn't see past your looks, it was one for the books. Only time you open up, I would taste. You ain't cooked, had your face overlooked. What a waste that I took. All the time just to drive, I would hate, I was hooked. Captain of the ship trying to take a dive, but a demon in the skies got them angel eyes. Knowing she would clock you just to make some time. What is on the top view, I would hate to climb. Thought I had something, it was really nothing. Missing my shot, didn't have a gun. But you learn a lesson in the long run. She could look like a 10 but be the wrong one. I don't want you, I need it. You don't wanna be competing. Take a look at me, concede it. Get on one knee, not me, kid. I don't want you, I need it. You don't wanna be competing. Take a look at me, concede it. Get on one knee, not me, kid.
Too much to let you ruin this moment. So if we ain't growing, then you gotta get going. Everything got quiet, came from hard work, a little bit of pain. Why inspired, writing fire, ink lit, blue flames. Everything hit like a baseball game. Punchlines got kicked like a nigga Luke Kane. Grown man shit, I ain't playing no games. I ain't throwing upset, so I can't spring game. I remember yesterday, life was too hard. Trying to turn a penny to $1 like Coinstar. Keep my head high even when the sun fed. Trying to make ends meet, so I stay on my square. And I move with peace, gotta keep my mind clear. Had to clip loose ends like a barber cutting head. Closing chapter after chapter. Cold case, married to the game like the music, my soulmate.
I don't want you, I need it. You don't wanna be competing. Take a look at me, concede it. Get on one knee, not me, kid. I don't want you, I need it. You don't wanna be competing. Take a look at me, concede it. Get on one knee, not me, kid.
You can tell the way I drop in the shit, make a splash on the beat and make you flush. What you did, wipe me down like I'm Boosie, treated like a groupie. Bitch, it was me, I'm a Juji. Now the bitch say I'm toxic. Bitch, you retarded. Knew I was the man when I started. Better learn to use your fucking brain. Give me logic, you would talk better than that, man. City just stop, but the little bitch wow. Taking on the father of the child, but the thing by the train is a crowd. When you playing by the gang, get a technical foul. Cause the brain was the same, had my toes at the bound. Like, Lord, shit. Pussy on the plate, like, hold this. Eyes on the prowl, so focus. America's got talents, put their knees on the towel when they hit me with the hocus pocus.
I don't want you, I need it. You don't wanna be competing. Take a look at me, concede it. Get on one knee, not me, kid. I don't want you, I need it. You don't wanna be competing. Take a look at me, concede it. Get on one knee, not me, kid. I don't want you, I need it. You don't wanna be competing. Take a look at me, concede it. Get on one knee, not me, kid. I don't want you, I need it. You don't wanna be competing. Take a look at me, concede it. Get on one knee, not me, kid.
Welcome back. We almost jumped into the another one. That's that Moscato playing right there, man. It just meant that y'all was supposed to hear that. Y'all go get that Cognac and Moscato right there, man. That track is actually called Moscato. But like I was saying before we got into that one, now I played that one because that one's called Toxic, right? Now, what I'm gonna bring up is not really toxic per se to me, but I feel that people would think it is. That I feel like in a relationship, a person feels like you're supposed to change your stance because they start crying. Like they feel like once they get into their feelings enough to where their feelings is hurt and now they're crying, that means that whatever you brought to the table, you were wrong. I don't believe in that. I'm a firm believer that just because you can't see you or it hurt you to see the things you did or you, so I don't know, maybe the wording of what I said or whatever hurt your feelings. Is what I'm talking about true? Well, I'm not budging because you cried.
Right.
I can't.
I agree. Especially I
don't want to see you crying, but at the same time, it's like I'm not gonna sit there and apologize and say I'm wrong because now if I do that and say I'm wrong, the things that I'm talking about, you're gonna continue to do it for the rest of this relationship. Now I'm not budging because you think you want to that you're right because you're crying. I can't.
Right, I agree with that.
But is that a toxic thing? We have a lady. What do you think? Is that a toxic thing in the relationship? You're the only other woman in the room. She looked around like, what? Is that a toxic thing? No. She like, wait a minute, caught me off guard. But to me, it's like, yo.
I mean, I think if they using it as repeatedly every time, like if it's a habit every time, then I think it's some toxic shit. Because now you like for instance, like if you using that for excuse to get out of whatever the fuck you in, that's why you crying, you trying to use that excuse, and that's toxic as fuck.
On their behalf.
Yeah, their behalf. Yeah, it is.
Now, I was asking if the dude or the female, whoever is bringing to the table something that's making the other person get into their feelings. If they don't move off their square as soon as
it depends on how you direct the message too. Because if you come off harsh, I mean,
sometimes
if you come off too, I mean, sometimes it's gonna be harsh. I mean, it's gonna be harsh to anybody that don't want to hear the truth about themselves.
Exactly.
I mean, that's just what it is. But hey, I mean, I done hurt a lot of motherfucking souls. I mean, but I was telling the truth. It ain't make me feel bad, and I ain't gonna apologize for what I said. I meant what I said, and I say what I said.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
That's how I feel. You either, I mean, as long as I know I didn't disrespect you, and I'm just speaking on some shit that affected me, and you didn't like how I said it, and you took it. Oh, then it is what it is.
Yeah,
That's
because I'm not gonna go into this whole thing where I'm gonna just accept this forever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because if you go into a thing where you just start accepting things forever and
People
don't correct it, that's
get
kind of go
comfortable.
back to what we said what the government was doing.
Right.
I mean, so I think like in a relationship, you definitely shouldn't.
You gotta set boundaries.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, certain people get comfortable with certain shit and they abuse that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So you gotta stand on every fucking thing. That go for both parties. You
Yeah,
gotta
and as a
stand on
man, I'm
everything.
like, I understand that they are more emotional than we
Mm-hmm.
are, but if I let you just get your way because you cry, or if I let a child, because it's gonna trickle down. I'm gonna let every female that comes after, whether it's my children, whether it's my little nieces, whether it's, it's gonna be that thing now.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I mean? No. They're gonna realize that crying does not mean you're right.
Right,
Can't have that.
right.
Mm-mm.
It ain't the end of the world.
Mm-mm.
That's how I look at
It's
that
either
shit.
you're right or you're wrong, and if you ain't, then hey, cry away, baby. Cry away, fam. It ain't gonna change for me.
It ain't the end of the world. And since we speaking on relationships, I just wanted to say this.
Mm-hmm.
For the females that are in relationships, stop running to your single ass friends getting advice
Don't make sense.
about your relationship. They not gonna give you the right fucking answers. I tell my wife this all the time. Stop telling these bitter bitches anything we going through. Yes, I said it, bitter bitches. Stop telling them everything we going through. Because 9 times out of 10, they don't have a man, and they're not gonna have the right answers to give to you. So don't get advice from them. If you want to get advice from somebody, go to a married couple.
Because they
somebody
already
that's
want
married.
you. They already want you to be out there chilling
They
with them
want you to be
anyways.
bitter just like they bitter. It's
I ain't gonna say they bitter, but they out
better.
there.
I know a
you
few,
know-
man. I mean, it's better, man. Ain't no way around it. They ain't got no man and they bored. When they friend tell them, I'm going home and chill with my man. Oh, girl, you ain't gonna stay out here with me. No,
See, they
go
want you out
find
there. I
a
don't know-
man.
I don't know if she bored. I mean, I don't know if she bitter, but bored probably by herself.
Bored.
Out there, yeah.
Lonely.
She already wants you out there chilling and doing all of that. Know what I mean?
Self-destructing, just like she is.
But to me,
Y'all gotta stop that though, man.
What you
That
mean?
shit, that's and they go for the men too. Ain't just the females,
give
the
your
men too,
friend
man.
Real
Like
advice.
Right. Don't come back. And I'm like this, man, because I had to learn this shit too. Like, man and wife used to get in arguments. You know this shit. You know what I mean? I don't talk to too many motherfuckers, but I'd be like, man, this at the end of the motherfucking day, man, y'all talk that shit out. Don't run to social media. Because everybody, you can't get mad at nobody on social media if they have their opinion on something because you put it out there publicly.
Yeah.
So that's something you're going to have to take. But I learned, like, if you're gonna go back with that person, work that shit the fuck out, man.
Yeah.
Don't sit around your family because your family ain't shit sometimes either when it comes to talking about your relationship and your partnership. Sometimes it's best to keep people out of y'all shit.
And when it comes
know what
to
I mean?
let's say you talk to your family members and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't blame a family member for seeing your significant other the way that you presented them.
Mm-hmm.
If every time you came to them and be like, this motherfucker this and this motherfucker
Right.
that, then that's how they see
Right.
them.
Mhm.
I mean, so when they come around and y'all going through something, they treat them that way. You be like, damn, y'all disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, you made them to be out this evil motherfucker.
Right.
So
Right.
this how they treat them.
See, that's why it's good to keep your fucking business in your house. Whatever you and your partner go through, y'all go through, but y'all go through that shit by yourself.
Yeah.
If y'all got to talk, y'all got an issue with each other, y'all pull each other to the side and do some one-on-one type shit. Your friends should know your business and your family should know your business. I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
unless
save
it's
your
detrimental
fucking
to,
relationship. I had
you
to
know.
learn. I'm still learning. You can't tell everybody every fucking thing. You can't.
Yeah.
You keep. That's the main important thing. Keep your business, your problems with your partner to yourself.
A lot of
Y'all
people
shit
didn't
will
threw
last.
away. A lot of people probably threw away great relationships because of stuff that they friends said.
Listening to their friends.
Not
I would do
realizing
this.
it
I would
wasn't-
do this. I would do this, and they dumb enough to do
I done
it.
seen some dudes throw away good ass women because of their homeboys say they
Yeah.
had another another chick over there that was way badder and this and that. I'm like, dog.
Right.
Okay,
And-
on the eyes, she probably looked like that, but the chick that he with, like, it just makes sense. They vibing like that.
Right.
And they'll throw that in the trash. I'm like, damn. For a chick that
Just-
she do look good, but it's not.
That's
what
for the
else?
streets.
What else? What are
Yeah.
y'all really gonna grow
Right.
with? You know what I'm saying?
I know somebody like that went through that same shit. Like, he had a good ass girl, man, but he wanted to party and turn up and shit. And
They would say it's like we
he
blame
lost something good. You feel what I'm saying? Like, man, you fucked up.
we blame a lot of the relationship shit on women and shit, but for real, we
It be a lot of us too.
we be
man.
doing some
we be
dumb-
doing some
what?
dumb ass shit, man.
I done seen some dudes. I'd be like, fam,
Mm-hmm.
what reason. My whole thing is like, I ain't really with this cheating shit. If you that gangster
Mm-hmm.
to go get another chick, be that gangster to tell your chick you don't want her. What's the point of trying to keep both of them? You ain't missing anything. Apparently, you just want the poom poom. So
Right.
you ain't missing out.
Right.
Get that one. Leave her alone. That's grimy to me.
I agree.
Like,
I don't
just
even.
tell her.
I was having a conversation with this person a couple days ago. I was like, man, look, I don't even like hanging around. I ain't gonna say I haven't been around people like that, but I don't even today. I'm a grown ass man. I don't even socialize or be around those type of people that's out there doing shit like that because at the end of the day, I'm fucking married. So I don't need to be around nobody out there cheating on their spells or hanging around them people because if you would do that to the person that love you, I can't trust you.
Yeah, what you
If
gonna
you would
do to
fuck
me?
over your wife, I can't trust you. How the fucking I expect you to? I can't trust
Hold
you.
me down.
Yeah, I can't trust you.
Yeah.
You will cheat on your wife. I can't trust you.
I don't get it, man. Like when they made this a whole big thing, like in a relationship, but when they said a dude can't give his old lady his phone
Mhm.
and a girl can't give his, I'm like, why? To
Somebody
me,
they hiding something.
yeah, that to me, why hide something? Just go be with that person you're hiding it from. Like, why do all this Inspector Gadget bull shit? Like, dog, it's so much easier. Your life would be so much better if you just be like, yo, I don't want this person. The one I want, I'm hiding in my phone. Just go be with that person, fam. And cut that shit out.
Mm-hmm.
Because when they find out and they smack the hell out, you be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they did. Look what you just did to them.
Right.
Like, come on,
playing
don't
with
stop playing
somebody's
with people.
feelings, man.
Yeah.
I be saying that shit all
I
the
think
time.
that's corny, man.
That shit, I say that shit too. Like if you feel like you want to sleep around and you want to be a whore, whatever you want to be, just be single.
Just be single.
Why drag somebody on? Because you know you got somebody good, so you want to hold on to them because you don't want nobody else to have them.
'em,
But you
right.
want to do what you want to do too. It don't fucking make sense. It don't work like that.
Yeah, grab my phone.
Then you want to fight every dude that come across knowing that you the motherfucker that ain't worth a fuck, but you want to fight everybody that come across because you know you got something good.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to be.
That's the weird shit.
You want
got
your
a
cake and
dude-
eat it too.
You got
basically.
a dude. You right. You got a dude.
I
out
know
there
dudes
that's
like that,
cheating on
man.
his
I
old
know
lady.
dudes like that,
Every
man.
time somebody approach his old lady, he ready to
I
snap.
know dudes like that, and they some bitch ass motherfucking dudes
Like,
for
dog,
that.
come on, man. Look what you come on now.
That's real talk. You can't be out here being a whore, and you can't be out here fucking everybody, and then you get mad at anybody that come across your girl, man. You don't even care about yourself. You don't even respect your girl.
Right.
But what it is, you know what you got, and it's valuable.
Mm-hmm.
But you want your cake and eat it too. You want to do whatever you want, but you don't want nobody to have that because you know what it's worth.
Man, let that lady go.
For the
fam.
females and the men that's trapped in that situation, leave them motherfuckers alone, bro. Life is too short, man.
Yeah, let that person go. Like,
It's real talk.
ain't no need for you to be hiding and stuff, man.
Exactly.
Just
That's
let
what
that person
I be
go.
sitting there telling. I tell my wife sometimes, ain't no need to question me about no females or none of this shit. Because if I wanted to do
I would tell
what I
you.
wanted to do, I would let you know, and I would not be with you.
Like,
I would not be dragging you on. I would not be playing with your mind. I would not telling you none of this. If I was interested in somebody else, I would be with them.
exactly.
It's nothing to discuss. We wouldn't be sitting here arguing. None
That's
of that.
when I tell people I'm apologetically myself. I mean that shit.
Right.
I'm gonna just tell you, fam.
Mhm.
I ain't got time to be
That's
going
how I am.
on with, man. That
Right.
shit sound like
I'm
too
not
much work.
sugarcoating shit.
For
I'm
what?
not cutting around no corners. I'm telling you directly what it is. If it hurts you, it hurts you.
It is what it is.
I'm the same way.
It is what it is because I can't control what hurts you.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is what is true. And then if this true so happened to hurt you, I didn't know it was going to do that. All
Mm-hmm.
right. Matter of fact, I'm sad that it did hurt you, but you had to hear it.
Yeah, right.
I'm not going to apologize for saying, no, you
Right.
had
Thanks to my
hear it.
thanks to my mom and my dad, I came up in a household where they speak the truth. They ain't sugarcoating shit, whether it hurt your fucking feelings or not.
Right.
So I grew up around that type of shit. So that's why I'm like bold. I'll just tell you how the fuck I feel, whether it hurts you or not. If you don't like it, you don't like it.
Yeah, definitely if I'm not coming from a malicious place.
Like I'm not gonna be disrespectful.
Yeah.
And just be disrespecting. You know that's not me. But
Mhm.
if I'm right about something, I'm gonna state my point. I'm gonna stand on my shit. I ain't
When is there, okay, what is the time to not? Let's just stick to relationship itself. When is the time to not say something? Like, what is the subject that you would be like, I ain't going to say that because, you know what I mean?
I think you should always, if you and your partner got that bond anyway, I think you should always keep it 100 with each other. It
I
ain't
think
never
so,
no
too.
time to do nothing. Any time is right. To
I
talk.
think so, too.
You feel what I'm saying? That's how y'all become stronger.
I
That's how
think
you
once
build
that time
bonds and
came that y'all can't do that anymore,
It's
then that's
time
when
to end the
over.
relationship. If you can't talk or come to agreement, then it's time to end that shit.
It's a
'Cause it
wrap.
ain't gonna get no good. It ain't gonna get no better. Y'all gonna be forever arguing and shit like that. Like me and my wife had our little arguments. I'll be back. I'm gonna go to the beach. I'm gonna go smoke me a blunt real quick. Come back. I'm good. You know what I mean? She'd have got her time to herself. I'd have got my time to myself. We good. We
That-
come back
that
now. We
L-
can talk and understand each other because nobody high-headed, nobody yelling at each other.
that
I had
doesn't
time
do
to go
nothing.
cool off. She had time to cool off. Now we can come back and sit down. Now we can talk. You feel what I'm saying?
That arguing shit.
That shit gets old, man, and it kills you. Stress kills.
It would. I don't see like, but I see it as being a thing that's promoted a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, is you have when you look on like the TV and shit like that. Like when you see our type of movies, you have the relationship where it's like nigga don't da da da. He
Right,
goddamn probably
yeah.
smacked her up and this and that.
Right,
It's
yeah.
the thing that's supposed to be the norm. I'm like, it's not, fam.
Yeah.
It's so much easier when y'all in the motherfucking room and y'all just talking.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, y'all done goddamn laughed about this. Some serious shit came up. Y'all talked that out. Y'all
Uh-huh.
went back to laughing
Back
about
to
some
that,
shit.
yeah,
Like,
right.
people eat up this fake bullshit and they
Mm-hmm.
think that's what it's supposed to be. No, it's not. Life is so much simpler, fam.
Yeah, it is.
Way simpler. Like I said, this week, not saying I'm not saying that all that my relationship has been on some rocky shit, but this week for some reason it felt like the whole household. This is not just a relationship thing. This is like the kid situation. Like me getting off of work, everything just felt better. You get what I mean? Like
Yeah,
all I had to
okay.
do was worry about the things that was real at that point. Now, I mean, all that small things, it was like at ease.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And people need to have that every day.
Yep, focus more on what's going on in your household and what's going on in real life than worrying about the social media shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody worrying about Jamie Foxx, everybody worrying about Donald Trump, everybody worrying about Biden, but you ain't worrying about your family members and what's going on with your kids at school, and you don't even know if they're getting bullied, you don't know if your daughter getting touched, you don't know none of this shit because we so wrapped up on what's going on in the fucking world today, and it's crazy.
As people
And it's
right
easy
now,
as shit. I'm gonna be honest, yo. I haven't watched TV in months. I don't even know what the fucking news look like. You know
I
why?
watch the news.
I choose to turn that shit off
I haven't watched a lot of TV shit
because
but the
it was
news
at
is
one time I was watching so much of that shit and I knew so much of that shit it was overwhelming because I was like, you know what? I gotta fall away from this shit. It's been months since I actually sat down and watched fucking TV.
Now I don't watch the TV like that, but I definitely watch the news. Know what I mean, but yeah, I get exactly what you mean. Though.
No bullshit.
It do get overwhelming.
Like it's just too much shit going on. You like, all right, damn, this going on over here, this going on over here, this going on over here. Then I got my real family shit going on. Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, I had to turn that shit off. I ain't gonna lie, I feel good. Not watching
It does
that shit.
feel good.
People be telling me shit. I be like, oh, for real? Damn, I ain't know that.
I ain't know that.
But
Yep.
hey, shit, all right, that's what's up. But it ain't on my mind because I ain't seeing this shit. Out of sight, out of mind.
Right.
And that's why I turned that shit
That's
off.
why I say, like, with me, when it comes to the news, I watch that because I think we have to be informed. Now, how they give it to us with the twist and the commentary,
Right.
that's not important. But the story itself, to me, I think we have to know.
I'm not gonna lie, I get my news today from TikTok.
Man,
If I want to know what's going on out in the world today, like far as like a lot of shit, because TikTok tells you every fucking thing. If you really want to know what's going on,
that's
tell you a lot of shit that they don't talk
yeah,
about
a
on
lot
the
of-
news.
A lot of shit that they
don't talk about on the news.
Yes, but at the same time, the same way that you have this big open book of news and information, a lot of it is cap. A lot of it is cap, but they put a nice little song behind it, make it sound sad and this and that, and they say it in these ways. It'd be bullshit. You go to look it up, be like, wait a minute, what? Like it'd be like then when you do see them ones, be like, damn, you look it up and be like, damn, I ain't know that. Nah, I mean, but it'd be a lot of cap. People just doing that shit for attention.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I'd be like, nah, I'm straight. I'm straight. I can't get all my news from that. And it'd be instant though. Like it'd be something blew up downtown 2 minutes ago. You go on TikTok, motherfuckers got a whole conspiracy behind it with some weird music behind it. People just believe it.
Yeah, I seen that shit.
Comments going crazy. Then all of a sudden somebody remixed their video and made another video, and they're an expert of the shit. I'm like, man, stop.
I seen that. I turn that shit off, man.
How people be plugged in like that? I'm like, just yesterday you was working the cash register at McDonald's. Today you're on TikTok talking about all of this. When did you become this investigator?
Yeah, you right.
Where did you get this information from?
Talking about they tapped in.
Like, come
third
on, man, they
eye,
gotta
you gotta
stop,
wake up
man.
and all this other shit. Nigga, you used to smoke boat every day. Now you on fucking TikTok and you got a page. And now you on here talking about this. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. You ain't that damn holy, man. I see it on TikTok every day, man. I see it. Like, people better stop playing with that shit, man. For real. They better stop playing with that shit.
Right. Like, what you mean?
Like,
The-
just playing with the healing shit and all that shit, period. Just stop. If you ain't for real with that shit, stop playing with that shit, man.
I wonder why. I'm not gonna say stop playing with it because who the fuck am I to say it ain't real or not? But I just want to know.
I ain't gonna say it
who-
ain't real because I think I ain't gonna say too much, but I hope Shorty ain't curse me, man. I mean, goddamn. I mean, shit been kind of rocky since I've been back. I'm like, all right, come on now. Like, shit. Like, man, I'm telling you some real
They
shit, man.
put something on you, good.
Man, she ain't do nothing to me physically because I feel good in the body, but I'm just talking about shit around me. Like,
It's fucking up.
I mean, it ain't bad, but like,
she put something on you.
not me, but just like, man, I don't know, man. I just say leave them motherfuckers alone. They be doing that witchcraft shit. You leave them motherfuckers where they at.
I think at first I was just like you.
Man.
Know what I mean? And I'm kind of still like that. But my old lady does the witchcraft stuff. So at the beginning,
I
I'm
gotta
talking
watch
about
that
dog.
shea butter y'all be giving me now, man.
Y'all gonna get some of that divine royalty. But so when at first I'm talking about, I'm like, get that shit away from me.
That's how I was,
I'm like,
man.
nah, you with this got that spiritual there. But now I'm like, I still say that sometimes. Know what I mean, but now it's more.
I
it's
understand
dope.
it though. Yeah,
it's kind of dope.
I understand it though. I had to sit there and look at some, teach me certain shit, but I was like, yeah, I understand it. But that's something you don't play with.
I mean, you do the same thing
You don't play with that.
with church. She showed me that too. I'm like, I didn't even think about it that way.
Yeah, it's
because when you talking about, let's just say some witchcraft ritual something,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, church, you gonna take the communion and that's some whole culture shit right there. Now I mean, in a sense, so
Because they already got you brainwashed or got you thinking like, all right, I have to have some money for church today. Church should be
you
free.
you supposed to be drinking the blood of Christ and the fucking crack or whatever the
yeah,
body.
yeah.
Now I mean, if I get it, you ain't drinking the blood for it, but this symbiotic like.
It is.
Some weird shit.
It is. Because I ain't gonna lie, this one church I went to on Father's Day, I took my dad there or whatever. My dad Muslim or whatever. So when we went in the church or whatever, they did that ritual right there. Man, my dad got up and walked up out that joint, man. The only reason why he came back, and it was like 20 minutes later, he came back because I was in there. And after the church, I was like, why you get up and leave out? He's like, I can't do that shit, man. I'm not with that. I said, I understand. I said, that's why you got up and left out. He was like, yeah, I can't do that. I was like, man, I ain't do it. I was like, I'll sit in there. I ain't walk out or nothing.
It
But
is weird, though.
I didn't do it when they offered the joint. They was like, you don't have to.
When
I
you
was
think
like,
about it, you can take off. You can pick off masses of people with that bullshit because everybody gonna drink. Everybody gonna eat that goddamn
Right.
cracker.
if
It tastes like tell me that
if
cracker.
you had one pastor that came to church that Sunday, say, I'm gonna kill everybody in the church.
Tell me that
And
cracker
decide
don't taste like a
decide
plastic
to
plate.
spike that juice up,
A paper
man.
plate.
Everybody be dead up in there, man. I'm telling you, man, you can't do that, man. I don't play with that shit, man.
It's weird though.
Cause I was like, to be honest, I don't believe in that. I was like, but it was like, you don't have to do it. I was like, all right, cool. I was like, I don't want, you know
Now,
what I mean?
I'm not gonna say that I haven't. Like I done did it.
Yeah, I did it when I was young.
Every
Couple of
time that I
times when
ever
was
been in
younger.
church and it happened,
When I
yeah.
was young, I did it a couple of times, but I was like, man, that's before I understood what it was.
I think it's a couple times,
You know
a
what
lot
I mean?
of
I didn't
times.
understand what it was at the time. You feel what I'm saying? When I was younger, so I was doing it. I didn't know. You feel what I'm saying? When I got old enough to understand, I'm like, nah, I ain't fucking with that.
When I got old, I fell
Yeah.
off from the church. But
Yeah.
when it back to this relationship thing, like we can't like earlier we was talking about fixing our community as a whole. We have to realize that it can start in the household first. If you and your old lady and y'all fix your relationship, now y'all can see the kids clearly. Y'all can see your bills clearly. Now y'all got a comfortable headspace. So now when you see the kids outside and the people in the community have better headspace, and now y'all can talk freely. Now I mean, everybody ain't on edge because you always busy. You
See,
always
what you just
Know what I
said,
mean?
you just said the code to a lot of shit. Crack the code to a lot of shit because that's how it start. They gotta start with the partners.
Mm-hmm.
Once they get their mental right now, we can work on molding the kids.
Mm-hmm.
You right, and it goes like that, and it goes on like that. That way you can teach your kids to teach outside of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it goes on and it goes on.
Yeah,
So you're
because-
definitely right about that.
Yeah, because if you don't have your mental space right as an adult trying to raise children, you can never
It's
then
not gonna work.
blame them kids for being the way that they are. Because like, yo, you raised them with a cloudy brain on your own. Of course, there's a little. Know what I mean?
Especially growing up in a household, y'all fighting and yelling and shit like that. That's not going. Kids don't forget shit, man. Even before they can even talk, they don't forget shit. Like I can remember shit back when I was a kid before I could even understand what the fuck was going on. But now I'm old enough, I know. You know what I mean? But yeah, you can't.
Are you one of these people that remember something as a child, and then you see that person today, you hold them towards that or what you saw? Okay.
Nah. I mean, me and my grandfather ain't had the best relationship. You feel what I'm saying? But if I seen him today, I'll hug him. Ain't nothing like that. I would never hold a grudge against somebody that I, you know what I mean, some shit I went through in my past, that was a learning experience. You feel what I'm saying? I learned from that. Like even when my younger days, I used, man, fuck this bitch. I used to fuck with, man, fuck that. I learned from that. It was a learning experience. I had to go through that shit because I wouldn't have the knowledge to be a husband today. You feel what I'm saying? If I didn't go through those trials with those females and know not what to do and what not to do, I wouldn't know how to be who I am today if I didn't experience that. So I don't hold no grudges against these females. They was a lesson. I don't hold no grudges against these family members or friends that I had in the past because it was a lesson. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I definitely can't hold a grudge against a family.
Like I can't do that shit. Like, oh, you the reason why I'm like this today because you wasn't here. You didn't. Ah, man, my dad wasn't the best dad, but I'm not gonna blame him.
Let me ask you a question. This kind of going left field too. Say you got your wife right now or whatever, and her ex, the one right before you, he dies. She's crying. She going to the funeral. You cool?
Is she going to the funeral?
Yeah.
Me knowing the information, the history on them, if she went to that funeral, she might as well take the ring with her.
I don't care,
You
man.
let that nigga.
I wouldn't.
Not because
I
I know
wouldn't
their they relationship or what happened, so I know it wouldn't be like that. But if they,
I know history
but if I
too,
know,
I still wouldn't
if I
care.
knew it was, because I know it was on some crazy shit.
I
But
look at
I
it-
knew if they had a type of bond, it was something that ended or something like that. I respect it. I go support you. I go with you.
Even
Know
if
what
they
I'm saying?
shit ended on some crazy shit and whatever, and for some reason it hit her in a way that she wanted to go to this funeral, and I wouldn't care.
I go support.
It's even if I didn't. I mean,
Would
if she
you
wanted
go?
me
Would
to,
you go support?
if she wanted me to,
Cause
yeah.
I be looking around like this bitch ass motherfucker.
Nah, cause the
And
man
try,
dead,
I'm ready.
man.
I'm ready to go in about 5 minutes. I don't know what y'all doing. That's how I be in that motherfucker. Hey, wrap it up.
No,
Wrap it up. Wrap it up. You got 2 tears and that's it. We gotta go.
Because it was something like I said, I seen this on the internet. Now I mean, and the dude was feeling some type of way, and I'm like, why? Like your wife ex died. She's going to the funeral. You feeling some type of way? He can't come out of the casket and fuck her, fam. What does it matter? Apparently, there was something. Just because you became in the picture, that don't mean that every single bond that she have ever built with that man was gone. Maybe she would never want to fuck him again. Maybe she never want to be in a relationship again. But there was something that made her feel like she want to go to this funeral. Why does that bother you? He's dead, fam. People got too much.
It's called
like,
paying respect.
Control
It's
over
just
shit.
paying your respect, man.
Right.
I mean, like I said, I would support. I would go with her. Like I would go with you and support you. Like if that's what you want to do, but this be your last ex funeral you go to. This gonna be the last one because we ain't gonna keep doing this shit. They are ex for a reason. That's the past. We leave the past in the past. I don't give a fuck what he died from. Straight up. I'm
It'll be
just
the last. It'll
I'm
be the
just
last
being
one,
honest.
man.
The last motherfucking one.
said, all
So
right.
that's
Somebody
it.
got that friends
They
you
said,
got.
"Boy, that's it. That's it. That's the
That's
last ex.
terrible,
That's
man.
it." Fuck that, man.
Yeah, but I thought it was crazy. I'm like, wait a minute, what?
I ain't gonna lie. When I was in Baltimore, I heard this girl, right? She was on the phone arguing with her boyfriend. The same shit. Her ex had passed. I guess he got murdered or some shit. So the family sent her the information for the funeral and shit. Like, all right, you know what I mean? So I guess she was gonna go to pay the respects, and he wasn't going for that shit. Fuck that dude, man. Something. You ain't going to that shit.
He did,
Man, hey, he went off, man. I was like, damn.
I mean, what is a guy going? So you can't be intimidated by a guy in the casket, fam. Like, if you don't want your woman to go on a date with another dude, or she got a male friend and he's in town and they're going to the movies, or something, that's a little different. But fam, the nigga in the casket, fam, she can't go to the funeral, fam. Like, what can he do?
Oh shit. So you got her.
Like,
So you got heard from a woman too, because I guarantee you, ain't too many females going with that shit either. I don't give a fuck about that bitch. I like the thought. It ain't about. Yeah, nigga, don't play, man. Trust
So
me.
you think
Trust
females
me,
wouldn't
man.
let
2023? These 2023 motherfuckers, man.
yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, it's a whole nother world out here, man.
I got it.
A lot of
Gotta ask
motherfuckers
you
ain't
again,
going
you know
forward,
the other
man.
woman in the room, would you let your guy go to his Yeah, would you let your guy go to his ex's funeral? Yes. See?
Out of respect, yeah.
I mean, because it's like, why?
But
Like,
they say after that, that's it.
that's it.
It's no
You
more
get
after
one.
that. You don't get 5 or 6 more X's after that. We not gonna do that.
So, okay, now there's another thing that I want to bring up that I seen, and this kind of resonates with me because I have stepchildren. There was a guy, he was actually reading, I think it was like Reddit or whatever. He was in the stepchild's life for, I guess, however long. And she's about to get married. And he said he's not paying for it anymore because the stepdad said he's not paying for it anymore because the dad is going to walk her down the aisle. But the dad has never been there. He ain't paid for her college, the stepdad did. He ain't paid for her car, the stepdad did. He ain't paid for nothing from the time that man came in his life. It's just that now today, he's going to come along and walk her down the aisle and give her away. I feel like I wouldn't pay for it either then. Tell this nigga to do it.
Damn. I don't know.
Fuck that.
I think
Fuck that. Matter of fact, I probably would because it's more about her.
Yeah, that's the
But I
only
ain't gonna
reason
be
why.
there.
Yeah, that's the only reason
I can't
why.
be
but I
there
feel
now.
some type of way.
No, I can't.
I
can't
would.
Be,
Yeah, I
can't-
wouldn't.
I couldn't
feel
be
some
there
type
at
of
that point because I would ruin her day. Because I would fuck dude.
That's
up.
why I would say you ain't gonna be able to sit there and
I
not
could-
say nothing.
I couldn't.
Yeah, like that's how.
Because you
yeah.
definitely like you been in a child's like if you take my predicament, like let's just say a daughter that's I've been around since she was 4. She a dub now. Let's just say she get married and this dude walk her down the aisle. What has he been around for? Shitting me. Dog, what's her favorite color, fam? What meals do what you know? You
He
just
don't
go.
know none of that
Come on,
shit.
fam.
He just there
That's disrespectful.
because it's the moment.
But I can't even put it on him because he just asked, "Can I do it?"
and they
Mom
like,
and
you
her?
right, you right. Because they could have stopped that.
Oh, that's
They
crazy.
could have prevented that. Like, look, you wasn't here
But
all
that,
these
that
other
kind of
times.
shows
You right.
what type of stepdad was he. Because I don't even think mine would do that. But did he? I mean, that this guy just come around.
But see, he probably was like this, like, you know what? That is his child. I'm not going to get in the way of that.
He
Nah,
didn't get in the
even
way. He
though
said
I-
he ain't paying.
But far as him doing anything about it, far as
Yeah.
saying anything to the father or putting his hands on the father, he probably looked at it like, I know it's fucked up and I should be there, but that is your daughter.
I
I'm not
probably
gonna
would
get in the way
still
of that.
pay if I had it. I still would pay.
I would have did it. I would have still
I ain't
paid.
coming. I don't give a shit now. Like I don't because fuck that.
I think I would have paid and still stayed there.
Fuck that.
But
I wouldn't have been able to watch this nigga.
Yeah, I think I would have stayed
come
there.
who? Him? Who? The sperm donor fam? Like I can't.
Cause see, I'd have looked at it like this: I'm here supporting my stepdaughter, even though it didn't turn out like I wanted to be. I still would have paid for it, and I still would have been there, just so she could see me there. Cause it would have been fucked up that I paid and I left after that.
When
You
you
feel what I'm
be
saying?
with
I wouldn't have did it like that.
when you be with a child for that long,
Mm-hmm.
you forget about that step part.
Mm-hmm.
It's no longer that part ain't even there no more. Like
Mhm.
it's a reality of what it is, but you didn't forgot about that part.
Mhm.
Know what I mean? So when you see some shit like who the fuck is this nigga?
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying? Definitely if he wasn't a part of the night, if he was a part of the life, he was always boom, boom, boom. Y'all kind of build a bond and shit. Like, oh yeah, know what I mean, word and whoop. Know what I mean, that's different. Know what I mean? But a person that was just absent, just poof, nah. Now if y'all had he been coming around, picking them up and doing this and that, you know she still got that thing with him.
So you felt like the
I would
stepdaddy
respect that.
deserved to walk.
Yes, for sure. 1,000%. And if not, don't pay for it. I'd be damn if I pay for this nice old runway for him to put his goddamn feet. No, sir. No, sir.
Well, look, say reimburse me. Wrap this shit up. Hey, pack this up, man. We
No,
done.
sir.
I pay you for the food they ate already, but hey, wrap this shit up. Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
That's not.
But I think I would have stayed though. Me personally, I would have stayed for her.
yeah,
just did it for
I
her.
think in reality that probably would.
Because
kick
she
in
probably
because
didn't
of
know
her,
everything that was going on at the moment. She didn't register everything at the moment of how fucked up it was because she was getting married.
If
I think
if that's the case, that makes me think how
it's more
was
like
he?
so. It was more like the mom was behind everything, huh?
that's some weird shit.
Yeah, that makes you think.
Unless Mondu still getting piped down.
That's what it is. Daddy's still hitting that. You can best believe that.
Yeah.
Nah, Tyrone, you can walk down there with her. Fuck him. Man. God damn. Cause
Yeah, but
it
I-
make you think, though.
I was just like, I don't know if I can get down with that one, fam.
See, my mouth would have been the problem. Because I would have paid for it. I would have sat there. But then me knowing that the shit just fucked up and it ain't right,
You would have got him at the
I would
reception.
have just been sitting there like, you know what I mean? The more I'm taking wine, throwing it back, I'm like, I'm about to say something to this nigga.
At the reception,
Right.
when everybody going to their car.
Hey, let me talk to you real quick. Now, I pull him to the side. Man, let me holler at you, man. You know motherfucking well you shouldn't even have been here. That's how I'd have hit him with. I'd have pulled him to the side. I wouldn't have done it in front of her or in front of nobody.
Let me ask you this. Now I'm going to hold. Let me ask you this. Let's just say if there's a child out there that this is her dad. She believes that's her dad. Everyone knows that's not her fucking dad. she's 26 or something, 27, 30 years old. Do you feel like you should tell them? I feel like no. Why ruin their fucking life?
That's something you let them. I think I'll leave that to the mom.
I
If
say
she
take it
don't,
to the
then I'll
grave.
let them grow up and figure that out, or try to. If they don't know, they look at you as the parent. Then I will leave it at that.
Yeah.
That's not my job to fuck their head up and try to correct
Yeah.
that. Then they gotta go through this whole stage of trying to mom who's the dad, and it put a whole lot of stress on shit too. So
Yeah, I'm
and
like,
they
why
looking
would
at
do
you
that?
as a father, like, hey, like my baby mother, for instance, her stepdaughter was an infant. I raised her up till she was walking and everything. I still look at her like my daughter, still to this day, because her father was never there like that. You feel what I'm saying? I looked at her as my daughter. Even she called me dad before, but I never corrected her. Like, nah, I'm not your, you know what I mean? That's how you feel. That's how you feel. You feel what I'm saying? That's just how it is, man.
Yeah,
Me
'cause-
personally, I would have paid for the shit. I'd have sat there, but I ain't no promise what was gonna happen by the end of the night. I'm telling you, it would have
I
been my
think in
mouth. I would have
reality,
said
yeah,
something by the end of the night.
probably would have stayed there
I'm telling
just
you.
for her, but I think it would have been one of the things.
Then you got the
Ooh.
family members like,
Ooh.
oh, he know better to come in here. That would have
Yeah.
excites me too.
Oh,
Like,
man.
you know what? I'm gonna say something to this nigga, man, because he shouldn't even been the fuck up in here. You know, you got them family members. I don't know why the fuck he came in here.
That would have threw everybody up because
See? Know what I
it's
mean?
like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
Because when you're around somebody so long, you kind of that is gone. That step thing is gone. Like,
right.
it was like, oh shit, they do got a other.
Now I think it is a limitation to that. After a while, once you got that bond with them, where you've been around them long enough, when they starting to call you dad, that stepdad go out the window.
Yeah,
The first time they call you dad and they look at you like dad, that step is gone.
it's definitely when you. To me, I think it's where I can only speak from my situation. Is one of them time things where like I say, I haven't experienced the one where the real dad is actively there. I mean, that might be a whole different vibe. You know what I mean? But the motherfuckers that had a stepdad and the real dad is not there, you can't, to me, you forget that they got another dad. Like, it's just you. So when this motherfucker pop up and just say they gonna walk her down the aisle
Oh yeah,
out of nowhere,
just came out of the
Ooh.
blue. Yeah, that there you right.
wait a minute.
Like where this nigga come
You
from?
done got your tux and everything.
Who made this decision? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Who made the decision and why haven't nobody told me about this shit?
Mm-hmm.
Like that do make you think. That make me think that the mama still sleeping with the daddy.
Because how you got that
And
pool
she
like
said,
that?
you know what, Tyrone, you are welcome to walk our child out.
Yeah,
the aisle.
because you would think that she would have more respect for the dude that
Right,
been
because
there
if
the
she
whole time.
and she had the control over that, because if she
Well-
if she knew that was wrong, which it was wrong, she would have said something. She would have never let it happen. She would have never let that happen.
Well, the person that's getting married got the control.
That too, but she could have also spoke up and said something too as well. Like, look, like I don't think that's even right because you was never here anyway. So, and this man been here the whole time. He paid for all of this.
Mm-hmm.
So why wouldn't I have him? And he's been more of a father to her than anything. Why wouldn't I have him walk her down the aisle and have you come in here walking down the aisle? Which it makes a lot of sense.
Oh, that would have.
But that's a whole lot. That's a conflict waiting to happen, right?
That would have. Oh, man, that would have got me. That would.
That's why I say I'd have paid for everything and I'd have sat in there. But I'm telling you, ain't
That's
no
one of the
telling what
moments.
I would have said.
Not,
by
I
the
ain't gonna
time
lie.
that
That's
shit
one of the
end.
moments where you fuck around and cry.
Yeah, it'll fuck you up mentally, man.
Yeah.
Cause
You
and
drop a goddamn tear with that one, man.
and how social media is, you know how social media. Why the fuck he crying? He ain't even the father anyway.
they'll tear your
What
ass
don't
up.
y'all understand?
Yeah.
Like this man been there.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? He was looking forward for that day.
Right.
How
that
you
part.
know if this wasn't a man that never had children of his own? So he was looking up to your child because you wasn't there, and he took her in as his own.
I
And he was
think-
looking for that day, forward to that day, and then you come in there, ain't do shit.
He should have just came up there and shook the stepdad's hand and said thank you.
It would have been respectful if the father came and talked to him and say, look, I want to walk my daughter down the aisle. I want to know if that's all right with you. You know what I mean? Because I know you've been here. You know what I mean? You've been more of a father to her. You know what I mean?
I would respect the conversation. I
And
told
if
you to
and
fuck
if
out
that's
my
what you
face.
want to do, if you want to do it and you don't want me to do it, I respect that because you've been more of a father
Yeah.
too. It would have been
It would have been more respectable.
more
I still would have
respectful
told him
if
to
he
get the hell out
talked.
of my face.
Yeah, me
Ask me
too.
No dumbass
Yeah,
shit
me
like
too.
That. What made you think you got
Yeah, I definitely would have too.
that? Like,
right.
Come on, man.
But it would have been more respectful.
It would've.
if he came and talked to him like men and just pulled him to the side.
It
Like,
would've.
look, even if you don't agree with me saying doing that, I understand because you've been more of a father figure than I have been. You've been there supplying, you've been there taking care of her and raising and taking care of her. I understand that. If you tell me no, I understand that. And that's how I should have went. But the mama had something to do with that. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Now let's go to something else I done seen on this social media world. So Do you believe that the spouse with the most money? Hold on, let me get it right. The spouse with the most money should have all the say so.
No. Shouldn't be like that.
I don't think so either.
Shouldn't be, the money shouldn't judge on who should respect the other person more. It shouldn't
No,
be like
not
that.
not a respect.
far
They was what I seen. They wasn't really saying respect that person. They were saying the final say so on decisions.
It depends on what decisions is. If it's dealing with money wise, and they putting the more money in, then they have as much say so as they want to say because
I don't think so.
I kind of think so.
I look at
I
it
think
like
it should, I mean y'all should both talking like you talking about basically the person overruling everything because they have the most money. Nah, that's not right.
because I look at it like
it should be
even
a
though
balance.
even if it is about finances, let's just say if the woman has, let's just say the man has the more money, and he's about to make a decision that woman seen clear as day that he's about to go fuck this money up. If she said that, just because he got the most, that don't mean her shit ain't valuable because he can see that she about to fuck you up.
Right.
I mean, so when people equate that money thing, I'm like, I don't know about that.
Right.
I don't know about that
I agree.
because maybe you ain't thinking straight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I see what you're saying. I definitely agree with that. You're right.
That'd be corny as hell.
Right.
Know what I mean? Because life can change so quick. You could be a nigga that's up. Know what I mean? And all of a sudden some shit happened at your job. Now your old lady made more. How
Right.
shit gonna change?
Yeah.
No, it shouldn't have been based off money anyways.
It shouldn't.
It should have been
It
based
should
off
be a
the
balance anyway. It gotta be a balance. I don't give a fuck who got more money and who. It gotta be a balance there because that's the only way that's gonna work. You can't look at your other partner less than whatever because you got a little more than them. Y'all should be equal. Y'all should be balanced. Y'all should be working together. It shouldn't be no I, mine, my, none of that. It should be we. That's how it's supposed to be.
and yeah, because you're trying to make how would you say? You're trying to make a future together with one pot. I look at it like if you're gonna be in a relationship and y'all can't see, not saying that y'all gotta have the same bank account, but you have to have some type of mind state to say that, yo, I do have this much and this is mine. I did earn this. But if I take away from this, is it gonna hurt everything? Or if it is, let me go talk to that person, see what they got to go with this. And I mean, that way I can still get what I want, but it didn't hurt the other. I mean, and if it's not that way, and you just, well, I have the most, or this person has the most, or it ain't gonna work.
Right.
It ain't gonna
I
work.
agree with that.
That shit gonna be so
Unbalanced
Yeah,
and toxic.
yeah.
I agree with that 100%. Yes, Lord.
It's ridiculous. But when I was looking at it, it was like, but when I was looking at it, all these comments that popped up that I did not see before. Maybe I don't know, but when I was looking at it in the comments and the people that was saying things, they were saying like, well, that person should have to say so because they was gonna get that with or without that person. I'm like, so why be with them?
Right?
If you're just gonna hold your money and dangle it above their head, why be with them?
Yep. Just be single, pay your own bills, pay.
Said, don't invite his ass. Oh, they talk about the stepdad thing. I mean, the dad is this, and said don't invite
Don't
his
invite his ass. I agree. I mean, he
I
ain't
would
been there.
invite-
He
I
ain't
would
been there
invite-
all them goddamn years. What's the use of coming in now?
I
And then
would
feel
invite-
like you have to have a big part in the fucking wedding.
Yeah,
And
you
was
don't
never
think you should
there.
have a big part, but I would.
Y'all should let him throw out a little bit of flowers or some shit. Just sprinkle some flowers here and there. But nigga, he did not deserve that big part right there. I'm sorry. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, but yeah, back to so they were saying that the person with with the most money should have this, I guess, sense of entitlement. You know what I mean? Because the cars in the driveway, they financially did and all of that. I'm like,
Nah, I don't agree. I just think everything should
That
be
shit can-
balanced.
yeah, that shit
That's why I
can-
say everything gotta be balanced. It gotta be. It doesn't matter who. If the other person's short on something, y'all gotta work together. It's all together. It ain't no I got more than my partner. It's we got this. This is what we got. That's what it should be.
yeah.
It ain't
And
no what I got and what I you know what I mean? It's
in
what,
this world, we live in a goddamn I world. Look at me. Look
yeah,
at me. Oh my
me,
God,
I,
can't stand it.
yeah. This 2023 shit. This technology shit.
I can't stand it. It's all about me.
All-
Like even how you all the way about me in the relationship. No, let's see, in the relationship, what I don't like about that I be seeing on social media with dudes in the relationship is how are you gangster 24/7? You even gangster in the room with your lady, fam.
Can never be serious.
I'm like, yo, this nigga like, cuz.
Them the ones that can never be serious. Don't open up, keep everything bottled in. Mad, angry. See why they mad and angry in the inside? Because you keep everything bottled in. You got to let that shit out, man. Be yourself. Be free. I don't mind talking about my feelings and shit. That's why I can get on social media. I can talk about how the fuck I feel for real.
I don't do it.
It don't make you weak. It don't make you less of a person because you explaining how your true feelings of yourself or how you feel. Like,
I wouldn't do it on social media.
A lot of these dudes,
definitely express myself.
I put up a lot of positive quotes. So that's something that I do. I've been doing that shit for the longest.
Yeah.
So a lot of people know me from that shit, but I'm like this, man. Like, just be yourself, bro, man. You ain't gotta be so uptight, man. You ain't gotta be gangster. You ain't gotta be banging at breakfast, man. Just be your fucking self, man. It's all right to love. It's all right to tell your girl you love her. It's all right to show some affection and some love to another dude, man. Y'all just being brotherly love. It ain't gotta be you, oh man, fuck everybody mugging on everybody. Ain't gotta be none of that shit, man.
You got a lot of females that won't show their dudes love nowadays. I'm like, damn, this shit is weird.
Yeah,
man.
it is.
You watch this shit play out in front of your eyes on the social media. I'm like, what in the hell is going on?
It is, man.
Like, I seen, now, when I was younger, I have said this sentence out of my mouth. I seen the dude say, this dude walking down in the mall or whatever the fuck they was at holding hands, called him a simp. Now, when I was younger, I can't say that. It used to bother me when I seen dudes holding females' hands. But it was only because when I was younger, I was thinking ignorant, and I only seen him do it when you walk past. Then he want to clench the hand. Anybody worried about your broad, nigga?
Right.
That's what used to bother me. But I don't see it as simp behavior. Even now, like, come on now. That man can't love his old lady.
Right.
Because you think he's a simp. I would hold my old lady hand and still not.
Right, ain't nothing wrong with that. Maybe he's just showing you like, yeah, look what I got. Yeah, this
ain't
mine.
About that. If she wanted, then so be it.
Like, I'm like this, like certain dudes will get mad about certain shit that they female might wear if they go out somewhere. If she going out with me, I want her to stand out.
I'm one of those.
I want her. I want them to be like, damn, yeah, that's me.
I'm one of.
You know what I mean?
I'm one of them dudes you talking about.
I like that. You know what I mean?
I don't.
You say you don't. But like your
now
lady,
I want her to.
I want my lady
out,
to look good.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
I want her to stand out.
I want you to look good and feel yourself. I want you to feel good.
Right. I just don't want it to be like, here's all my body parts.
Yeah,
like,
no.
I mean, this is my whole leg.
You got dressed like you stepped out the Players Club. You feel what I'm saying?
See, I'm not with it.
But I want you to look good when you step out.
Sure.
I want you to get that attention.
For sure. I was told that if dude ain't look at your chick, then something wrong with your chick.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I mean? So I ain't one of the ones that get mad when I walk past and somebody look at my old lady. That what the fuck that I want? Okay, cool.
See, but if you think about it, maybe that worked back then, because in 2023, these motherfuckers asleep with anything now. It ain't no looks to nothing now, man. For real, just look at it, man. It's knots. Motherfuckers out here going in, man. Well, I'm telling you, man. Even Precious got a boyfriend.
What's wrong with Precious? She was just big.
Man, we gonna be honest. We ain't gonna let the spotlight and say a little bit of money. We gonna be honest. If she was just a regular motherfucker in the hood, you be like, that motherfucker ugly. We gonna keep it 100, man. We ain't gonna sit here and lie because she got a little bit of money.
She was just,
man,
like Precious had like a pretty ass smile. She was just big. So it was her fat was hiding her beauty.
You say she had a pretty smile?
Yeah.
Man.
I seen her in different movies.
He said.
What's her real movie though?
King
What's
City
her real name
said,
though? What's her real name?
I don't even know her.
Cause I seen her in different things. I'm like, what she actually got?
I don't even know her real name.
She just got her bigness was like,
and then even her weight. I'm not even talking about her weight.
You say she ugly,
I'm not even talking about her weight. I'm just talking about looks. I'm being honest.
I think
it's some big ass pretty. I'm gonna be honest right here, and I'm gonna say it right here because I had somebody ask me this. Do you think skinny girls are winning, or man, the big thick girls winning right now?
Yeah,
I'm just gonna be honest with you.
But Precious, I think in that movie she played that part because I seen her in another movie, in other movies where she dressed up and all that. She's still the same woman. Like you don't see that side of like she just looked.
But maybe it's like the Whoopi Goldberg, because they had us thinking Whoopi Goldberg is not an ugly woman. Have you seen her?
Yeah.
Outside of acting and got her shit together, she's not a bad looking woman. But you see Color Purple and you see these other movies, you're like, God damn, look at Oprah on Color Purple. Look at Oprah on Color Purple, man.
I still see Whoopi as not being
hey, you know you wrong.
But I'm not gonna say that she's ugly.
I was trying to be nice, man.
I'm not gonna say she's ugly, but she's not attractive to me.
Yeah, she's not. Like, I'll take her over Precious.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Stop playing. I'll take Wendy Williams over Precious. You better stop playing, man. Wendy Williams got them what's them penguin, them legs, them fucking tall birds they got down Florida, them pink joints. They about to color your shirt right. I forgot the name of them joints.
The flamingo.
Flamingo legs, man. Come on, man. Stop playing with me, man. I'll take Wendy Williams any goddamn day.
I don't think.
Man. And she's not a bad looking girl. She's just funny shape, I guess, man. You know what I mean?
Wendy Williams?
Yeah. I ain't gonna sit there and say
Exactly,
I'm not
man.
gonna
What
say
is he
I'm not
talking
gonna say
about?
that woman look horrible, man. I'm not gonna say that.
Wendy
man.
Williams
I'm
look
not
like
gonna say
Tyler
that.
Perry in the suit.
That's
man.
fucked
Let's
up,
stop.
man. That's
Stop
fucked-
doing this, man. Like, come on. Like, y'all got this stuff with this bull. What we talking about here, man? Come on,
Oh,
man.
man. Oh shit.
You see it.
No comment.
Nope.
But yeah, man, goddamn.
Hey, he fucking with you today, man.
Anyway,
Oh,
man, like,
shit.
to end this on some seriousness, man, we gonna take another shift. We didn't talk about where I want to go with this because I don't want to. My plan was to get into some Epstein shit, but I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna keep it with men, women, shit like that. The divide between people on the whole, not just black relationship, white relationship, but I'm talking about people in general. If you mention sex or gender, there's a divide. Now, I mean, we can't talk about guys. We can't sit at this table and talk about just dudes because someone's gonna feel we're wrong. We can't talk about just fucking females. You can't talk about just straight men. Can't talk about just that. It's going to be some bullshit. I'm like, yo, we can't talk about what we actually are. I'm a straight guy. Why, if I talk about how straight guys are, it defends you? I'm not saying this is what you should be. This is what I am as a straight man. What you are as a straight man is something different than what I am. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't offend anyone. But if you talk about sex or gender, it's on and popping.
Yeah, I agree.
On and popping.
Definitely is. There's a lot of separation today. You think about it, a lot of shit. Like you got all these groups and shit, and stuff like that. All that type of shit separates people.
Yeah.
Like, go back to what we was talking about religion. That's everything separates people. It put up a wall, put a divide.
You got a caller coming in?
Divide
Got a
everybody.
caller coming in. He said he tripping now. Yep. Yo. Thank you for calling King Stable. Who we got on the line? Somebody sound like they in the car.
Here, yeah.
What's
I'm
good?
in the car.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to roll your windows up. What's good, man? Who we got on the line?
What's good? What's good, man? This is Vessel, man. What's good? What's good?
What's good, man? What you had on your mind?
Hey, man. My man's tripping about that Wendy Williams, man. I had to call about that.
I ain't make you call for
Like,
the.
he tripping on that Wendy Williams, man. Like, nigga.
You a
she's
pick
GBN.
Precious?
I
You a
get
pick Precious,
that,
man?
That's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
Oh man,
Like,
cuz.
yeah, never.
I
Money
ain't
can't say
I
that.
ain't talking about her from the waist down. I'm talking about from the waist up, man.
That's what I'm talking
You will
about.
pick
the
you.
waist
So you would tell me you will pick.
The waist
So
up.
you telling me you will pick Precious over Wendy Williams?
Man, I take that big block today.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't want none of them, but I'm just saying you gotta pick one.
I'm talking about face and everything. Wendy, have you seen Wendy, man? She looks sickly.
She
Like,
looks
she look
sickly.
like, no, her knees is the biggest thing on her legs.
He
No,
look,
I'm good.
her knees. Is the
God
biggest-
damn. You said her knees big, man. God damn, I ain't know.
Yeah, she had big knees. She had big knees. You good.
Oh man, I'm not messing with y'all, man.
I was like, man, I ain't know what's wrong. I was rocking with you.
God
See,
damn,
that
man.
Wendy Williams?
Damn, cuz.
Yeah.
You
You
don't-
rocked me with that one. The date, yeah.
Hey, don't
You
nobody
took
take.
L for that one, but
Hey, don't nobody take that and run with that, cause I don't want neither one of them. I was just trying to.
He said you took an L on that one today, man. Ain't no
Yeah,
be no
yeah,
Wendy.
yeah.
Don't
Williams.
do me like that.
anybody with Wendy.
God
Yeah.
damn, he said her
So-
knees big.
Why you think Method Man got upset with her when she said she used to mess with him? No, don't put that out there.
Oh shit, I do remember that
I
shit
don't
too.
even remember that.
Yeah, you don't remember that?
You tripping.
Method Man
Yeah,
used to
she
climb
lied.
our tree, cuz.
Man, she said it. Man, she said it. She put him out there. She said it.
I
He
mean, at
got
the end of the
mad
day, that
about
is a
that
lady,
shit too.
but damn.
Say she used to take him home and shit. They used to go party. He passed out. And yeah, Wendy put him out there, man.
Hey, that,
Yeah.
damn.
She
A lot of
definitely
them
did.
probably hit her, but they ain't gonna bring it up. You
Yeah.
don't bring that up.
Nah, take that one to the grave. Now, before I let you out there, it was a topic that we was on when you called. Why do you think there's a divide in our society when you talk about sex and gender? You got an answer about that one?
The reason the division, for one, it's hard for us to accept the people that grew up in the 90s because it wasn't acceptable back then. It was frowned upon. So now you want us to shove it in our face and we just supposed to go with it. We can't do that.
Yeah.
And you're trying to shove it on our kids. So yeah, there's a division. I'm not with it all day. What you do on your personal time is on you. But you trying to force my kids to accept that, or this child could come here and act like an animal because he expressing his sexuality? You tripping.
Right.
You tripping. Like, if I speak about it, you going to expel me, or I'm getting sued, or I'm getting canceled. It's out of hand.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the heterosexual people is like we in the wrong. We like avatars out here.
Yeah.
It's not cool. It's not cool to be heterosexual. Like, bro.
Yeah.
Anytime, look, man, I'm out here. I'm single. Anytime I'm getting at a woman, and she gonna ask me, so you straight? You bi? I said, let me tell you something. A grown man never bi. Either you straight or you gay.
Right.
Ain't no bisexual man.
Right.
It's not. No, you gay. Anytime you look at me, you get turned on as a man.
Right.
You're gay.
So she looked.
No way.
So she looked at you and said, "Wait." She
Say, is you bi?
Is you bi?
Gay, bro.
Man, I'd have left her
It's
alone
no,
after
it's
that,
no,
man.
and look, all jokes to the side, you cannot bounce back as a gay man. A gay woman can always be accepted by us. A gay man can never be accepted again like that.
Yeah.
Ain't no straight woman gonna just go with it. Or he was a bottom girl. He
Yeah.
said she gonna go with it. Come on, man.
Hey, because you got some men out here still married, man, and the rumor out there, and they still out there, man.
But
Yeah,
the
real
thing-
talk,
If I ever find out,
man.
if I'm talking
Cause
to a woman, her baby daddy or something is a gay, I can't mess with her no more. I can't.
right,
Mm.
especially if she knowing she's
Wait a
still
minute,
sleeping with this
time
man.
out. Wait a minute. Wait, hold on.
Still sleeping with
Time
him.
out. So if you find out that your old lady that you
Yeah,
with
yo-
right now,
He said,
dude was on the low, you will leave her right now?
I don't
If he
think
was
that's
on the
what he
low,
said.
what?
If your old lady used to mess with a dude that's gay, you will leave her. That what you saying?
It depends on how much time we got. Look, no, what I'm saying is this: if you knew this nigga was a bottom, and you could or
That's
messing
what
around
he's
with
saying,
men anyway,
And you knew that.
continue
It's a
to
bottom.
mess with him, I can't rock
That's what he's
with you.
saying. If you knew
What
and you
is
still
a
slept
bottom?
with him, I don't know. That's my first time hearing that.
What is a bottom?
The bottom is a nigga, or a bottom or a top. The bottom is a nigga that take it.
Oh, so it's
He said
basically
a
who
bottom
getting
or
fucked
top.
and who not getting. So it's basically a dude that's.
I ain't never heard that shit. God damn, y'all ain't never heard of that shit. God damn.
So-
It's a lot of stuff out
So
here.
talk
Like,
about-
a dude
so-
could be a real
Oh,
beard
shit.
in front of you, and you won't even know it.
So he's talking about so.
He said a
so
war-
if, so if
Hold
your
on,
old
say it again.
lady.
He said a
They
war.
call him a,
So, say it again. You said a
they
war
call him
tie.
a beard.
No, he said war. He said,
A war what?
No, he said a bottom or a top. He
A
said
war. What you said? A war top?
No, he said a bottom or a
A
top.
bottom or a top?
Yeah.
Okay,
Then he said-
all right, I got you. I got you. I
He
just
done
had to.
created his own damn word.
Man, yeah, you done came up with some new shit, cuz.
Wait a minute. So time out.
Bruh.
So if the girl said that her dude used to get, you know what I mean? You like, nah, I can't fuck with her.
He said if she knew
Uh-huh.
that the nigga was like that
Mm-hmm.
and she still laid up with the nigga, he can't fuck with her. Like she knew he was
No,
like. That's what you saying, right? That if she knew that he was gay like that
Yeah,
and she was
yeah.
still sleeping with him,
Yeah,
I feel what you're saying.
yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. And there's a lot of females that do that, man.
What is the purpose? What is the purpose of not messing with her?
Yeah, I guess he just don't want to be
What is
part. I
my
don't
purpose?
know, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be hard. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. It's gonna be hard for you to find a female today that never slept with a man that never slept with another man. You're gonna be forever out here looking for that.
No, you say it's gonna be hard.
It's gonna be very hard because a lot of these females to find a female that you never met that slept with a dude that probably slept with another man before. You will never know. You will never know.
I think it's
That's-
way more
you will
women
never-
that. I think
and you got
it's-
some women out here.
Bro, knowing-
Be honest. You got some women out here that probably don't even know that the dude that they slept with slept with another dude. So it's gonna be
No,
hard.
we're talking about the ones that knew.
I know that's what he's saying, but I'm saying it's gonna be hard for you to find a woman out here that didn't sleep with a dude that probably slept with a dude. You feel what I'm saying? It's 2023. It's fucked up out here, man.
Okay, but what I'm saying, before we let him off the line, what I'm saying is I don't understand the premise of because she messed with a gay dude before, I can't mess with her because I don't get it.
let-
Because
no.
even though I think that's weird, I look at it like she could have sucked
Let
on
me tell you
100
something, man.
jumps. What is
That's-
either
Yeah,
way?
you
It's
right.
like
bro. I'd have been to a party and
You right.
seen it. I cannot do it. I can't
You
do
right.
it.
Because you right.
Gang.
Because it do make sense. It go back to that. She had other men before you.
yeah, a
You
lot
know
of
what I'm saying? And I'm quite sure she'd have did other sexual acts
Yeah.
before you.
Things she don't
You
do
feel
to
what I'm
you.
saying? So you right. It do
She
make
having
a
a
lot.
ball.
It do make a lot of sense. You right.
You
It do
kiss
make
it all
sense.
in the mouth,
So
she just
it
licking
don't
his
make
butt,
no difference.
like-
It ain't no difference. Then you know what I mean. I feel where you coming from. I do.
can't-
I feel where
I
he
can't
coming
do
from.
it
I feel where you
mentally
coming from.
knowing that
you
you
said
know that.
mentally, I can't. Yeah.
But just like I was saying,
That's
like
just me.
I feel where he coming from, but just like I said, it'll be hard to say if you walked around out here saying, "Well, I ain't gonna mess with no female that slept with a dude that messed with a dude that slept with another dude before." It's gonna be hard out here in 2023 because you don't know. It's gonna be hard to find a female that probably never slept with a dude that probably slept with another. She probably slept with a dude that she didn't even know that like men. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm talking
So it's gonna
about
be hard.
knowingly, bro.
But I feel what you're saying. You saying knowingly, and you got some females that got 6 or 7 kids that don't give a fuck about that. Like if I can take you to my environment where the fuck I came from,
Wait a
it's
minute,
fucked
wait.
up, bro.
Hold on.
You got
Appreciate-
some- you got- you got some females-
Call though, real quick.
Oh, you right.
like appreciate you for calling in, man. And
Oh, yeah,
remember,
yeah.
That's Vessel right there. Y'all go get that cognac Moscato. Check out that yak and
Oh, yeah,
Moscato,
that
'cause
shit
the
hot,
verse
too.
was retarded. Now, you just said something. Repeat that last thing you just said.
You got some females out here that have kids by
Mm-hmm.
men that still sleep with men that sleep with men. Man, I could take, man, I'm telling you. I don't want to say too many. Ain't nobody business. I ain't putting nobody business out there, but it's fucked up.
But he
Kinda
was
where the
saying
fuck I'm from.
knowingly, which I understand
that
exactly
know,
what he's
and
saying.
you got some females that know, but they still sleep with this man.
Yeah, I get that.
Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like and they got
I get that, but I look at it like
kids,
it's,
too.
but it's gonna be
fucking
there's gonna be
bro.
difference other than like bringing in diseases and stuff. But it's like sleeping with is sleeping with. Like, and then it was something else that you said in the same exact sentence. You said there's a woman out there that got 6, 7 kids. Now, if we just take that last part of the sentence of 6, 7 kids, and we're gonna make a whole nother topic of it, what is wrong with a woman with 6, 7 kids?
Nothing.
Why do we use
Depends
that?
on, but it depends on. Like for
Why do we
instance,
use that
if you
to
got,
say
if you,
it as a
it's
derogatory
a problem when you got 6 or 7 kids and you got 4 or 5 baby daddies.
That's not a problem.
It is a problem.
Why is that?
It is a problem.
Why is that?
It is a problem. It's a problem for the kids.
Why is that?
I ain't looking at you. I'm looking at the kids. It's fucked
Why-
up.
why is that a
It's
problem for the
confusion.
kids?
There's a lot of confusion. I know motherfuckers that I'd agree, like some joints, like some individuals I grew up with, that they was in a household like that. And it
Yeah.
kind of fucked them up mentally.
Yeah, I can
Kinda fucked
see.
them up mentally.
I can see that on certain circumstances. Yeah, it can fuck them up, but that's not all circumstances. I look at it like creating life is a beautiful thing. She
Yeah,
just
but-
had 6, 7 kids. That's 6, 7 more pieces of her goddamn tree that's gonna be here when she's dead and gone.
So you just populate.
That's the only reason we're here.
Yeah, but man.
You know what I mean? I don't see why if a woman had, I don't give a fuck if somebody say she got 12 kids. I'm not going to say, damn, that's fucked up. Why the fuck she had 12? That's beautiful to me.
Ball's gone.
Ain't got nothing to do with that. No, you said walls gone.
Ball's gone.
A woman
Man,
is built
see,
for that.
Man, I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
Not saying I can be with her
I don't know, man.
if she got 12 kids and I'm
If
just
you
walking
if
in.
you
But
if you got
12
if you
kids
if
for
you
me,
got if you married and shit and you settled down and whatever, you with a man and y'all having kids, that's something different. I know some few people.
I
like
would
that
have.
shit.
If it
That's
was
no
up to me, I'd
problem.
have about
But
10,
if you out
11.
here just laying down with multiple men having unprotected sex and you getting pregnant by every motherfucker you that shove dick in you, ain't nothing good about that.
on
man.
that scale, yeah,
Be
you're
real-
right.
be
On
real
that
about
scale,
that,
you're
man.
right. But
Real
I'm
about
talking about.
Can't just be out here having kids off the woodlock, man. Just because.
Man,
Yeah, just
people-
because, man. You
People
can't, man.
keep using this thing.
You can't, man.
Did you have
You can't.
sex before
I
marriage?
didn't plan it, but I was. What you said that I had sex before marriage?
That's what you just said.
Yes. No, I'm talking as far as fucking. If you going,
Shit, kids without.
if you gonna have all
wedlock.
these fucking kids, man. Well, sorry, I used that for something else. I wasn't just saying it for that. But you gonna have all these kids, man. At least make sure you with the person you with.
But you
and
don't
you're not
know
just out here
that.
freely fucking.
But you don't know that.
So 5 mistakes.
When you yeah, it might be
5 pregnant
Like,
mistakes
you
by
might
5
be,
different
when you
men.
get with a person. Sometimes it's sporadic, and y'all just met at the club and y'all did whatever. But when you with a person and you lay down with them and y'all in an actual relationship, you get with them. You had 2 kids by them. Something happened in that relationship. Fucked up. What about your day? You got into another relationship. Y'all liked each other. Whoop, you end up having a child by that person. Know what I mean? Something happened. I'm not gonna continue to say, oh, it's fucked up because man, they didn't plan on having this child and leaving each other. It was good when they had it. Know what I mean? Something just happened to fuck it up. But what fucks the kid up is when they continue to hate each other after the child. That's what fucked the kid up. Her having 6, 7 kids has nothing to do with that. I don't look at that as a bashful thing. I look at it like she just got 6, 7 kids. Now, if the baby daddies and shit up there can have some sense and she has some sense that they can act accordingly, them kids will be fine. The kids will be fine. It's all right. That's a beautiful thing to have all them kids.
Don't do it.
I would rather, if it was up to me, I had 10, 11.
Don't do it, young ladies.
I'm not encouraging people.
I'm not either. I'm just saying don't do it.
I don't like the stigma
do it.
of when we're talking about women and it always comes to the Jane. The girl that's out there with 6, 7 kids, like, yo, what? So what? Like, why is she the picture of ain't shit woman? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It shouldn't be that way. To me, it shouldn't be.
Vice versa, go the same way. How was your Father's? I mean, how was the Father's Day? Because I remember we had the topic last week. You said the fathers don't get that much. How you think Father's Day?
I got a lot.
No, I'm talking about what you seen on the outside. Did you think we got? Did you think we get that respect
big scale?
On a big scale?
I didn't pay attention to a lot of it, but at the same time, I don't think so.
Because I think they did. I think the females did good this year.
I know mine.
Because I think they not even speaking for my. I'm just talking about I didn't see a lot of that shit this year.
What
we was talking about.
I'm the daddy too.
Yeah, I didn't see a lot of that this year.
I
seen a lot of people correcting people too. That if it came down to that, you know what I mean? So
that is true.
Because they go back to what they say. You can't. How do you know who? How can you be a female to say who's a bad father? How you know how to be a good father? You're a female, just like I don't know how to be a good woman. Yeah. I don't know nothing about that because I'm not a woman. Mm-hmm. So who are you to say somebody's a bad father?
That's what I say when it comes to teaching about male and women. The only thing that I can teach a woman from the man's standpoint of, say, if there's children involved and something happens, a kid falls, blah, 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 blah. If she's doing too much of the emotional thing, which that kid needs, but sometimes she needs that sternness too, I can be like, hey, don't do woo-de-woo-de-woo. You got to come at them this way because they need that, blah, 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 blah. That's the only thing. I mean, because we're teaching each other at that point. But she has to remain the emotional way too. It just need to be, like you said, a balance.
It got to be a balance, yeah.
For sure. Like, that's 1,000%. But in America, where things are ruled by, how'd you call it? Things are ruled by the TV, the phone, and the things that, negativity in a relationship is popping. So people emulate that in their home. I mean, they would come in the house, see their old lady sitting right there, and the dude to sit down beside her and say diddly shit. Say, hey, baby, da-da-da, because the TV and the movies and social media said that's what you do. So they're coming in there, you just got off, she just got off, sit down beside her, grab her leg, rub her foot, keep it going, like, not going to do that. And I'm not speaking as a nigga that do that because my old lady would put in the comments right next and say, you lying bitch, because I don't. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it should be that way. Know what I'm saying?
Distraction, man. Go back to so much shit to distract you today, man. Like, it's crazy. It's so much shit to distract you. Like we had time to, motherfuckers don't even read no more like that, for real. They got their phone.
Yeah.
I remember back then we had books and shit. Like, you could,
I can say I don't even
sat
read
down
like
and
that
read.
no more.
Like, you actually sat down. Like, me neither no more. Like I used to. I used to do it all the time.
I just told my daughter, what was it, yesterday, a day before yesterday, to grab a book off the bookshelf, which is crazy. Got a bookshelf and I ain't reading the goddamn books. Told her to grab a book. I mean, I was like, fuck it, give me one. Because I'm like, damn, I ain't even read. I'm telling her to read. I ain't even reading books for real like that. I mean, I read articles, news articles and things like that, but I ain't really picking up books and reading them, which I need to get back on doing some shit like that, because filling our mind up with bullshit, reading is a brain exercise. You know what I'm saying? It helps memory, it helps all that.
Yep.
So, yeah. Definitely we need to do that. And then kids will follow suit. They don't do what you say. They do what you do. Know what I mean? If people realize that or not. I mean, you'll tell a kid don't do this all damn day long. Let you do it. They doing that shit. It just is what it is, right, man. Wonder why your kids cussing their ass off, because you cuss your ass off. I know my kids got the crazy mouth in school. I cuss a lot. Ain't no how did I cuss a lot.
But just think about it. They don't say it. They don't disrespect nobody, so you will never know. They don't
Yeah.
say it around no adults, so you will never think that. Like
Yeah.
you telling me that, I still don't believe it.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
I'm being for real. I don't believe it because I've never seen them act
Yeah.
like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like I know Smoke, he a wild one, but you know what I mean? I know I can't see him getting like that. Now, if I ever seen him get like that, somebody really pissed him off. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you right. Like that's what's up. Like it's your kids go up. Like I say, kids don't forget nothing. They remember the smallest shit. Like shit you probably did around. Like oh, they ain't gonna remember. Man, trust and believe, man. My dad, my mom that did shit. So to this day, I asked my dad, "You don't remember this? Yeah, how do you remember that?" Like, see, you thought I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I remember that shit. Yeah, real talk.
Before we get out of here, I think my last thing, my wrap up would be to tell people, you know what I mean? Stop. Take the time to just look at your goddamn self. Like, go in the room, the bathroom, the hall. I don't give a fuck where you go at. Empty space, your car. Unplug everything. Turn the phones off. Not on silent, off, goddammit. And just be there with yourself. Be there with yourself, man. Hear just your thoughts. Not you thought of this, so now you looked it up to get what other people are saying about it. No, live with yourself. Know what I mean? You at least that'll take your first step of getting out of your funk that you're in, getting out of that state of mind that you're in, because we're all going through so much shit right now. They got the government coming at us this way, the fucking weather doing this shit. They got the social media. This. Listen, take some time to just be like, I ain't with none of that right now. I'm just gonna be me. Ain't gonna be no music. Ain't gonna be no nothing. It's just quietness. And just sit in that shit and find your peace.
Right, I agree.
Because without it, oh my God, you're like,
Ain't nothing like that peace.
mm-hmm,
Peace, and like I say, communication is key.
mm-hmm.
Communicate, understand. Instead of yelling over each other, just understand, talk. They go for, and I ain't speaking on relationships. They go for family, anybody. Like communicate.
Do not. Not saying you're right. You're supposed to communicate.
Mhm.
Once you make that decision that you're going to go open up and talk to a person about something, realize that they was living that side too.
Mhm.
They have inside about this occasion as well.
Mhm.
So you have to be open to hearing it.
Mhm.
Because if you just come to them like, and you be like, I felt this, I felt this, I felt this, I felt this, and I felt this.
Mhm.
Well, that day that you talking about, they was feeling about something too. You got to hear both of it. Because
Right.
once you start hearing theirs and you think that means that they're not hearing yours, it's not going to work. Y'all going to beef again tomorrow.
Mhm.
Y'all not going to be talking again tomorrow. It's not about just you.
Mhm.
Now, I mean, I'm not going to say I had to learn that. I'm still learning that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because I done seen things that I didn't kill certain aspects with communication with kids, with my own kids. Now, I mean, that I'm starting to realize, damn, I kind of did that. You know what I'm saying? Now I got to reapproach it in a different way. Now I'm on certain levels, but I'm still learning that. And people, you know me, I'm more of the feelings thing is attached. So I can do it a little better than other people. Because I don't really, you know what I mean? Like, certain things I don't really give a shit. Like, I tell myself real quick, like, I fuck my feelings.
Man, you laugh at any motherfucker.
Everything.
Motherfucker can lose their finger, you be sitting there laughing at
Yeah,
them.
we-
They bleeding out.
Hey,
You be laughing. Man, pick your finger up, man. You might want to pick it. Like, God,
I can't help it.
damn, man.
I can't.
I don't know who worse, you or Smoke. God damn. See, I at least try to show some sympathy. Somebody crying, I'd be like, damn, man. I try holding like,
I'm not good at lying to myself because I can't cry, because then I mean I will be pretending to cry. Because I'm gonna look at somebody else crying, and if I don't know what they're crying about and I'm connected in any way that they're crying about, I'm gonna just be looking at it like, yeah, like, you know how, like, people watch movies.
tell me what we crying for.
People watch movies in the park come
Yeah,
up and
that's-
everybody
yeah, yup.
crying. I be the
Yeah.
only one like, what's going
Yeah.
on? Fuck everybody crying for?
That
I
shit
don't know
crazy.
these people personally.
I know a few people do that shit. I'd be like, what the fuck?
But yeah,
Maybe.
we supposed to be talking about finding peace.
Love.
Yeah. What's your jinx spread, love?
Spread love and not hate, man. That's important, man. Spread love every day. You get that shit back, man. What you put out is what you get back.
I believe in that.
If you out here putting out negative energy, you gonna get that back. If you out here talking about shooting people and talking about death and you talking about negative shit, it's gonna happen. It's gonna appear in your life.
I went through
Think about shit, positive shit, man. Everything
Yeah.
positive, man.
I went through a period in my life, probably like a 2-year period. This was a while back. 2-year period of just fucked up things happening.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I mean? And I'm like, man, after a while, I'm started thinking about it. I'm like, man, I think it's just, I had to go through this shit because I done did a bunch of stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't just step into the new of good shit without experiencing faults.
Right.
You know what I mean? I just had to walk through it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I did, you know what I mean? It just is what it is.
You're gonna face things. God take you through stuff just to make you strong for the future, man. But don't give up.
Yeah.
Don't fucking give up.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like somebody told me yesterday, it's somebody out here that's going through something worse than what you're going through right now. So don't even worry about it. And that's the truth.
I seen someone say that to you. It was in the comments, right?
Yeah, like, and it's true though. Like, why you can be stressing about, oh, my cigarette broke.
Mm-hmm.
But you can have somebody out here that ain't smoking a week because they ain't got the money to smoke and they ain't got it.
Yeah.
But you got a cigarette, you bitching because it's broke. Put that motherfucker back together. You feel what I'm saying? And that's how I feel about it. Like, I can't, you can't walk around life complaining about shit at the end of the motherfucking day because every day you see that sun crack through your goddamn window. That's an opportunity and another chance for you to get to what the fuck you trying to get to.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no need to wake up and complain, man, I ain't got this and I ain't got this.
It's
today
like
and
it's like every night you didn't
can't do
die
that.
because not physically die because you was breathing, but it's a time period that you don't remember. So technically you was dead to the world at that
Right.
point. So you got up the next day with another life,
another
to
chance and
another
opportunity.
chance,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? You right.
Like it just is what it is. Like get up and do it again, man.
I used to get up and like, damn, it's raining outside today. What the fuck all this? And I'm sitting there thinking like, you know how many motherfuckers that's dead right now and had plans to wake up today and do shit and they can't do it. And you complain because it's raining outside. Like, come
I
on,
helped
man.
out this one guy at work this week, and he was telling me how his day was so fucked up. You know what I mean? And he was saying it started off this way and then this day, and then I met him on a certain way, and it's like, I wonder, like, maybe you went through all of that because there was something way worse that was going to happen to you today, and these was just like roadblocks that were like this to force you to sit your ass down so you don't go out there and get hurt.
Right.
You know what I mean? Maybe it was that for that reason. That could be some wild spiritual, conspiracy shit, but hey, it happened for a reason
Yeah.
to me.
Right. True shit. And that's how it is. That's how life move, man. That's how life move.
Yeah. But anyways, man, appreciate y'all for pulling up to the King's Table as always, man. Your man King City. Bang Doe in the building, man. And make sure y'all go scream that Cognac and Moscato out everywhere by Nalo and Wilt Sorrell, man. As a matter of fact, we're going to get out of here by playing. Matter of fact, we had, man, Vessel call in, so we're going to end off on that Yak in the Sky, man. Y'all go get that joint, man. And tell a
Bottoms
friend
up.
to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another motherfucking friend, man. We out this joint, man.
Fill my yak on this $200 suit, nigga. Come on, baby, get it together.
Yeah. This grown man music. We toasting over here. Hey, put your yak in the sky, my nigga. Don't pour it out, lift it high, my nigga. Real, recognize real. I tell you how I feel. Raise them glasses to the sky for the days we couldn't build. Yak in the sky. Hey, put your yak in the sky.
Yak in the sky.
Yak in the sky.
Yeah.
Hey, put your yak in the sky.
Put your yak in the sky.
Yak to the sky, toward the stars as I'm reaching those. Success in every moment, a moment feel like I'm reaching goals. Vibing with a vibe, loving everything in motion. And she so bad, I swear the blindest of blind would notice. Watching her dance around while Aaliyah on. Got me hoping she could rock the boat to Aaliyah's song. Whatever she be on, seems that we be on. And our chemistry got chemistry, I guess that we belong. I love them all, talking dark and light, dime divas. Middle Eastern brown or even a bad senorita, Mama Mia. It was more than a pleasure for me to meet you. And I'm hoping for a proper chance to greet you. Ain't trying to do the most, but don't mind doing a lot. Slow grinding, fine dining, but the wine ain't in the box. From the top to the bottom, girl, you working with a lot. I toast my yak to the sky, knowing that this thing a lot. Yeah. Hey, put your yak in the sky, my nigga. Don't pour it out, lift it high, my nigga. Real, recognize real. I tell you how I feel. Raise them glasses to the sky for the days we couldn't build. Yak in the sky. Hey, put your yak in the sky.
Put your yak in the sky.
Yak in the sky.
Yeah.
Hey, put your yak in the sky.
Put your yak in the sky.
I'ma keep it classy, ain't no need to be straight. Nah. A yak in the sky just like Kermit with the T. I see Shorty cross the room, yeah, that's my cup of tea. Looking her up and down while I admire her physique. Watching how she move and she grind to the beat. Slight eye contact, yeah, you notice me. Slid to the dance floor while we playing Jodeci. Short and thick, she came to my shoulder lean. When I spoke, she smiled and plus